Okay, I think we're just about ready to get started. So, small apologies for those waiting for the live stream. I ended up resting 4 hours instead of just 1 hour, so I'm starting the stream a little late, but it's still technically within our stream time slot. So, let's go over our goals for today's stream. We need some Tenkai. We have gone many streams without Tenkai, and that is not an acceptable status. Hello, Reen. Hello, Chris. Hope you're both doing well. So our only goal for today's stream is to find him. We should be only a stage or two away from him, and also in doing so, hopefully we're going to get a new weapon with Soki that will help us kind of deal with the fact that we're still doing this No Red Souls challenge and make life just a little easier, because his damage is probably the most important damage if we're talking about overall damage. At least until we get back Tenkai anyway. So let's switch into the game itself. So I think that might have technically been the first time we heard all of Tenkai's theme. We heard little bits and pieces of it from the intro. Green saying, same negativity as always, hope I'm doing okay. Well, I feel better now. I was going to say, I didn't want to stream while exhausted because I didn't sleep super well. So I was like, oh, let me just get a quick little rest. It turned out to be like almost 4 hours. That was a big oops on my part. So I believe we just cleared the hospital and we retrieved Roberto after one of the most horrible boss gimmicks we've seen in a while. But don't worry, chat, there's more. That's still not the boss battle I remember struggling with. I think that boss fight is probably much easier with stronger weapons, but due to the fact that we have very terrible weapons, that fight was pretty horrible. But the unexpected long rest helped at least. It did a little bit. So I'm trying to think if there's anything we should do before we continue forward. Hey Kirk, hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's kind of like... At some point I should dedicate some time actually learning Roberto. Maybe he has some cool things to show off, but... Unfortunately, I think that time is actually coming up now, because I think I do need him almost near constantly in the next area. We'll start out with Ohatsu, and we'll see where it takes us, I suppose. I almost did a revisit for some reason. We don't need to do that. We're already done here. So as soon as we get Tenkai, we're going to be able to backtrack to some of the earlier stages and investigate the spirit bodies. I guess semi-spoilers, he's still around. But then again, we've seen things that require him, so I guess the game kind of spoiled that. Anyway, we'll continue for now. Thank you, Roberto. Very insightful.
You're back on your feet already? Wow, what a body.
Yes, I've taken too much time already. Well, you were injured pretty badly. It can't be helped, but it's 2 months down the drain.
After what you went through, you're lucky to be alive at all.
Besides, it was a good chance for us to rest too.
The Genma have been awfully quiet lately.
I'm going to Sawayama Castle. Sawayama Castle? Yes. When I was being held there, I left something very important behind. I need to get it back. I'll be back soon enough, so just wait here. Why? What do you mean, why? If you're going, we're going. Everybody ready to go to Sawayama?
We certainly know the way well now. Should be a breeze.
We should split up. Otherwise, Mitsunari might notice our presence.
Not a bad idea.
Hold on. I'm just going back to pick something up. You don't need to get involved. Roberto, if the shoe was on the other foot, would you just wave goodbye when I headed off to Sawayama Castle?
Yes.
That's what friends are for. Anyway, let's get going.
All right.
That's what friends are for. Yeah, chat writes in quotes why. I know. It's like if you don't hear how they're saying it, it really does sound like we're annoyed at him. Anyway, the text scroll says, the group has returned to the dungeon beneath Sawayama Castle where Roberto was being held. He'd forgotten something very important to him, and they had all agreed to return to the cell to help him look for it. However, the dark essence surrounding the area has grown stronger since the last time. They follow Roberto's lead and find a shortcut leading to the cell below the castle. Oh, that one was actually kind of quick. Things are already off to a good start. The Roberto box is here, and we're forced with Roberto. Let's see. I'm impressed. Who would have thought you could get in from here? Froy said to get in and out of the castle in a hurry, and he showed me all the routes. Well, a lot of the good that does us with that in the way. There's probably an entrance behind it. Yes, there is an entrance behind it. They really think they can keep us out with this flimsy box? Huh. Flimsy? This is no laughing matter. How are we gonna get through that? Oh, are we really not aware of how the boxes work? Oh, game. That ship has sailed. We've already moved the boxes, actually multiple points. Well, anyway, before we do anything with boxes, let's go ahead and get that medicine level 2. I guess we have to push it this way? No. Of course. Okay, well, we'll push it towards the save point. You know what, chat? It really wants me to use Roberto, but I really don't want to use him right now. Go back to Ohatsu. Speaking of which, who has the friendship scarf on at the moment? Or is it just in our general inventory? Not friendship scarf. Sorry, we don't have that yet. Pair scarf. Alright, let's pair scarf ourselves a little bit. Cat's asking, why is he glowing? What do you mean by he? Do you mean Roberto? Their weapons will give a glow. It might have been his fists that were glowing, since that's technically his weapon. Well, anyway, let's go back to Ohatsu. In case we have to deal with something, we might as well just cheese it.
Roberto wakes up after being unconscious for more than 10 days. He recovers his strength and quickly returns to perfect health. He sets out for the dungeon beneath Sawayama in order to retrieve something valuable left behind while he was being held prisoner there. After finally being reunited, his companions are not about to leave his side. Soki and the others accompany Roberto to the place of the great battle, Sawayama.
Her arm is glowing rather than her gun. A little bit. So, actually, I think we do need Roberto for the rest of this dungeon. I think that just saves us some time. I was just thinking about it. It is technically Roberto's dungeon. Although now that I did that, I realize I made a mistake. So this is the downside of only having one of the pair scarves. I really don't want to waste resources for more. So I need to temporarily swap her out with something. Also, I keep hitting X to confirm that, and I keep forgetting it's not that kind of game. If you're wondering why I'm doing little squats, it's because I'm just trying to use the menu. Circle to start actions. Yes, I think we can't pull this one because it's too good. So even if we put a lever here, we're not able to do it. I'm sorry, by this one, I mean this one. Yeah, so we're not allowed to advance anyway unless we do this. It's too dangerous to enter the waterway now? What? No. Don't give me hints as to what to do. No, just use this. We have a couple different ways we could go. Oh, it's apparently too dangerous to enter now, but then we are allowed to enter. I don't know. Confusing. Is there anything hidden here we should be looking for? Let's take a look around. Well, we received antler. Okay, I mean, that is a useful crafting component. Yeah, see, his right arm seems to be glowing there. Oh, it's just complaining because I'm trying to use the stairs, so we have to lower the gates, then we can attain the items. So this is the floodgate lever. Okay, I got a little confused why we were getting the prompt. Now that we do this, we should be able to get both chests. Both floodgates have dropped, cutting off the flow of water. Oh yeah, so I have to raise the other bridge to continue. Soki, can you really not crawl under that? Do I really have to do this? Apparently I do. It is making sure I do not get stuck somewhere. We got waterway door key, so that will allow us to actually proceed. However, I would like to get that other item at some point. Let's go over here, and then the protagonist should stop around here, which is what I want. We'll just go quickly retrieve whatever this is. Drive Jewel. Oh, that's actually a pretty good item for us to receive, because I'd like more OP time, chat. I don't know about you, I'd prefer to not have to care. Yeah, there we go. 3/4 filled, 1/4 to go. And we're gonna go ahead and leave everything as is. I guess we'll proceed with Roberto for now. The lock has been opened. You gotta get used to his evading. Although he could still do the scoots, I suppose. Two annoying tunnelers, apparently. Oh, Roberto. Oh, I think I got the finisher on him. Oh, Soki actually just straight up died. Thanks, AI. You're the best. Still got a decent finisher, though. Oh, this could be a problem. Oh boy, an archer and a Dangacha. Yeah, not yet indeed. Please get these guys off of me. Oh, that doesn't actually work while he's on the ground. That's good to know. I kind of wish the AI did not kill Soki, as this is a horrible matchup versus Archer. Well, now he's alive. Thanks, game.
Rest up.
So at least now we know our AI companion will not auto-revive if he has drive gauge. Okay, we'll at least kill that enemy for now. And absorb some souls with that. I was gonna say, this just became much harder than it has to be. Can we even hit this enemy with Soki? No. Yeah, because we can't aim our blade upwards. I went to go slice it, but I'm slightly too slow. So I guess that enemy's just unkillable for us, because I don't know what else would reach. How unfortunate, chat. Actually, speaking of which, we already know that this doesn't lead anywhere, so we probably have to move one of these, which is kind of annoying. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Now we're in, like, a new area.
Stay on guard. Gotcha.
At least he does okay damage. We attained gold nugget, sure. And we have another puzzle box. Oh boy. We have a 5er. I'm just looking at where we could do a logical start. So, like, this would be the only logical start. Because we don't want to move purple and yellow out of the way here. So if we do this... What can we do with the rest of it? Yeah, because we need to get this yellow down here. So we need to basically, like, rotate, rotate, rotate. So I think those are 3 moves we have to do. But do we have to do any more setup is the question. We'll start with this, so that way the yellow's out of the way. Because that way the top right yellow will be locked into place, and it doesn't matter if there's a yellow where this center green is. Because then if we rotate it, it'll complete red. So if we rotate twice, that should be good. So I'd have to figure out when to use this one, though. Oh, wait, I see. Okay, so I have to get green fixed. So, by extension, I believe this has to be the next move. Because then that way we complete green. Right, and then we move yellow down. Hopefully I did not mess this up. No, this is right, okay. I had to think about that one, chat. I needed to make sure, you know, it made the most sense to start with the far right, but the other ones I wasn't as sure about. So we attained embossed mallet. Let's take a look at what this does. Would it be under other? Enemies drop 20% more gold. I mean, we'll need that later, I think, if we're just looking to get money. But speaking of which, we should be using the Parascarf. So, unfortunately, we did take a ton of damage coming here. My intent was mostly to play as Roberto to be safe, but unfortunately I forgot. Our AI is kind of dumb when it comes to the other people. Actually, speaking of which, this one also had streaks. Can we move both of these? Oh, we can. Sure. Another cave. Ooh, an Axe Knight. Oh, he has a combo. I did not know that. Well, we'll make ourselves block a little bit then. At least we could stun him pretty easily. We'll get the finisher on him. So we got a little more health back, and yet another puzzle box. Okay. This time it's a 4 version. Well, going by the way that the pattern solving has generally gone, we should not start with anything up here. And instead we should try to rotate maybe this one as the starting move. From here we can make a decision, since ultimately we need to rotate this one over at some point. And actually, I think this is the only move that we can make. Right? Because then we can fix the green. So if we fix the green, we can move this here, and then we can rotate the green again. So I think it's like upper right, bottom left, upper right? And that should fix it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there are little patterns we can observe and take advantage of. We got another kind of weapon for, looks like Roberto. What is this? Brunhild. Wearing them quickly increases experience. It's a 5-hit light. If we're not doing bosses, we might as well just leave this one on if we're not planning to use him, to be honest. He does need as much experience as he could get. But unfortunately, he did get us a little injured. So we're gonna let him recover some health. Let's just swap out briefly. I guess it would be pretty silly to game over just because the AI did not block the tunneler. It took half of our health as damage. So we're just gonna get some safety health. Plus, now that we have the Parascarf equipped, we will take slightly less per hit. So between those two things, we should be okay. I think I'm good enough with this. And again, if we do manage to die for whatever reason, we will get auto-revived. So I believe we have to go into the castle itself, so there's no point to going back to the beginning area, at least not at the moment. Oh, hello there. I don't think we've seen this kind of enemy before. It's another projectile list, my favorite. Oh, lasers are going really far in that room. That is unfortunate. What an absolutely horrible combination of things for Roberto. Alright, so we're gonna have to use a real weapon here. How annoying, chat. We'll deal with that other monster in a moment. I just want to make sure I don't get tagged by this thing. Although now it's not doing what we needed to do. That's fine. Oh, that time it could reach me. Wait, what? Wait, it could swing while it's lasering? That seems kind of unfair. Oh, I was wondering why Soki wasn't blocking. Might as well take advantage of this brief delay, get some health back. Why risk anything, chat? Oops, targeted the wrong monster there. Ooh, man, not blocking him is kind of ridiculous. So we'll switch a little more. Just to make sure we got health. Man, what a terrible combination. I am really missing Tenkai right now, chat. I think we gained enough health. I think we're okay. I am most definitely looking forward to some upgrades, chat. As you can see, our current weapon is not really doing it versus these new enemy types. He's worth a decent amount of experience, though, which is kind of nice. Might as well do this for a little bit, chat. And I think we'll finish off with Roberto so our other character can get some health back. And what do we get for that? Can't carry secret medicine level 2. Those are wonderful words I want to hear, because that way we could use this on another character. Let's use this on Soki. Because I'm not even sure if we're forced to use Roberto in the next area, which I don't think we are. So we might as well take advantage of that. Wow, look at that heal, chat. Definitely worth it. We'll grab a little bit of magic with him. Let's see, where do we want to go from here is the question.
You're finished.
Oh, we can't actually use the doors? Oh, they're boarded up. Oh, there's only one choice then. We have to go forward. Okay, that makes things simpler. I guess we can enhance skills, is what I meant to say. Nothing in here too crazy that I think we need, unfortunately. This will improve our deflect time, because we will be forced to use him at some point. And we'll go for a generic save. A little bit of a close call with the outside area. I'd feel a little better if we did save here. So as much as I want to keep switching to like Ohatsu, I think the game is just going to repeatedly force me to use him. Because I feel like almost as soon as we bother trying to go anywhere... Yeah, here's an example. So we wouldn't be able to pull this without Roberto. It's just too tough to move, chat. And we now have the emergency exit key. So I believe we did see a locked door on the previous floor, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Use the key up there. Let's see. There's a couple of ways we could go from here. I mistimed that parry completely. Well, I don't really want to deal with these enemies. Oh, hey, I got a kill. That time I didn't mistime it. It's like, oh, like, get away from me. I'll go ahead and take that free health increase. So we're in a much better position now. The protagonist is almost full healed. So I guess if we miss those other items, we could proceed here. So if you remember, chat, there's the steel door we couldn't do much about. But now we can actually get inside with Roberto. So this is a brand new area. I don't think we took this way before. Either that or we're on the other side. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Guess we could see what's in the next room. If we don't see any items or anything else, we should just turn around. Oh. It's a horrible room. Okay. We're leaving, chat. Let's just go back up the ladder. So I believe we're almost at where the boss room was. So we do need Roberto for this again. Honestly, I feel like we could have climbed over that barrier. I think our character's just being a little lazy. But we've now received a Drive Medicine level 2. Interesting. So I believe at this point we're heading into the boss room. Oh, it's a stubborn steel door, chat. So yet again, we are forced to use Roberto. How unfortunate. But I believe this time around, we're not going to fight a boss in here. I think there's a Test of Valor. So why don't we save and then we'll switch characters briefly. Can't climb, can't crawl, can't open doors. It's very true. He's a little special. Yeah, I'm very tempted to get one more pear scarf as a floater. Just for convenience sake, but I really shouldn't do that. Let's go ahead and re-add Ohatsu. And this time we'll give her the pear scarf. Hopefully we could do okay against this next area. Oh, my R2 is being a little sensitive. Because I did not really actually press that button in and it went off. Hopefully it'll be okay, chat.
Looks like I'm surrounded. Let's go then.
Destroy the target within the time limit. Target Gemma General, 2 minutes left. Okay. Might as well use her Oni gauge. Which is not doing a lot of damage, which is a bit concerning. We are getting free hits on him. Ooh, I did get hit just then. I lost sight of where the enemy was, so I didn't block that properly. That time I blocked it. Oh. The finisher missed for some reason. That's a bit concerning. What an aggressive enemy, chat. Yeah, to be expected. I took a little long, and I did get hit a couple times. We'll take the bronze for now. We'll probably clean these up once we get actual real weapons. But for now, we don't have anything of interest here. Now, I believe if we re-enter this room... Okay, controller, I really need you to not do that. So if we go and re-enter, I believe we could fight a different enemy type, which we might as well as do. Oh, we got Oni Jewel. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to eventually give it to Ohatsu. Yeah, let's re-enter real quick. I don't want to redo the challenge. I just want to see what other enemy is normally here. Oh, it's a wizard. I mean, I'll take this for free crits. Not a bad way to restore, honestly. Oh. Oh, that attack is kind of awful. I was kind of expecting the Spearman to interrupt me, but apparently he's not doing so. So this is another kind of annoying enemy type. As you can see, it loves to dodge. We're going to be seeing a lot of this. And unfortunately, we're not going to be a good character that could deal with it. I have to switch to Ohatsu for this. Ohatsu doesn't care about his little teleports. What is annoying, though, is that every time he teleports, it does untarget. So you do have to look for him again in the room. So it's not me letting go of target, it's just the AI being annoying. So we'll just regain some of her gauge. Honestly, I might even just do that one more time and then just enter re-exit. Just because it did give us a little bit of Oni gauge. So we'll let him do his summon one more time. And then from there, we have to determine where we should be going. So I think I see a ladder in the corner. That might be our destination. So we're going to try to get a chain crit here. Hopefully it comes pretty easily. And then we could just leave the room when we're done. Ooh, did it too early. And again, you have to be a very certain distance to them or else it doesn't trigger. So technically that was the right timing before, but... yeah, I think they're not going to be cooperative, which is a bit of a shame. Oh well. Unless this guy wants to do it just now. Nope. Oh well, we tried. Let's leave. So I already see an item of interest over there. Let's go see what this is. We got Mitsunari's Diary #1. I'm not even sure what Mitsunari would write about, but I suppose we could examine it and learn more. It's considered a valuable. Oh. Why didn't I see it when I was going through? Oh, there it is. Mitsunari Diary #1. The Wonderful Genma. Many days and months have passed since first receiving the order from Lord Hideyoshi to research the ancient Genma. Every day I grew more fascinated with their power. It is so tempting. Their resilience is most impressive. If I had access to the latest medical techniques, I could find a way to improve upon the human species using their strength. How wonderful that would be. With the power of the Genma, Japan and soon the world will be ours to control. I, Mitsunari Ishida, pledge my life to the Genma. The era of humanity is drawing to a close. One curtain falls for humans, another rises for the Genma. Those that give their lives to the Genma and stand at the forefront of the new age will become lords over the land. Well. Interesting. So, are we allowed to examine this painting? Gentleman in white clothing is depicted in the picture. We've seen this character before. And then this one's described as a hideous monster being depicted in this picture. Interesting chat. So we have two figures. We recognize the one on the right as of this game. The one on the left looks kind of monstrous. They're both in white, and they're both really close to each other. Maybe that'll make a bit more sense later. This looks like the shortcut Roberto used, go down into the dungeon. Sure. Let's take a look around before we leave. Oh, what's this? Power Jewel. Sure. We'll probably use the Power Jewel. Whoever, if we get forced into a boss fight with Roberto, we might use it on him. Otherwise, I might just hold it for now. Yeah, and that is a really sensitive button. Fireballs, okay. So there's another entry. Presumably it's Mitsunari's diary. Let's see if it's true. Indeed, it is his second entry. Let's take another look at that. So he already claimed allegiance for them. Oops. Let's see. The plan to transform Sakonshima is spelled out. Reconstructing Sakon. I have buried Genma insects within the bodies of many generals and soldiers sent to the continent. Without the hindrance of emotion and the ability to follow orders precisely, their performance is most admirable. I had intended to bury Genma insects within my vassal Sakonshima, but his spirit is too strong and resists any attempts I make. I know his loyalty is unshakable, but I feel he is concerned over my use of the Genma. He has given me no choice. If his soul will not accept the Genma, then I must enlist the aid of the Genma priestess Ophelia in enslaving his mind so that he becomes my willing puppet. I guess that would explain why he looks around confused. Maybe it's like he's kind of phasing in and out of mind control. I guess that's what's being implied there in the previous boss battle. But for now, all we could really do is just kind of hope we dodge through this. The answer was no. Oh, it double tapped me. That's rude. I was gonna say, timing things? I am not good at timing things. Not my forte. Oh, they were having like a little party before I interrupted them. This ends now, chat. This seems fair. Oh, hey, an actual survivor. Past tense. Let's go ahead and get more magic for Soki. And it looks like we have yet another puzzle box. Wow, it is going crazy with puzzle boxes, chat. Oh, another fiver. This one doesn't have as clear of a start. Let me think about this one, chat. Right, because normally we've been able to rotate to the right or rotate to the left, but in both of these cases, I don't think any of the starting moves can be along the side here. So it has to be something in the middle, so I'm going to say one of these four should start it up. But the question is how do we get it in such a way that it makes sense? So let's think about it. If I rotate this, this will put red on the right side, which is not what we want. If we do this, it will move red in a way that I can fix purple, and then we can fix red by rotating this next, I think. So maybe, Sure, it is the magic of gun. It's very true. She doesn't need more magic, you're right. This one I'm not feeling as confident about, chat. I kind of regret not having a save point here, but I'm gonna assume it's something like this. This was like the move I was thinking of, because then we could fix this one. Like this is about as far as I envisioned. Now, how much do I need to fix this? Oh wait, it's actually done. Oh, I actually had almost all of it. Okay, there's only so many steps ahead I could see, chat. Okay, I think we just got a very important item for our protagonist. Its attack power is technically lower, but let's read the description. The legendary sword the red Onimusha used to fight against the Genma. A wave of power accompanies every strike. So this is a 5-hit combo weapon. And most importantly, chat, it has the auto attack range increaser. So let's see what happens when we swing this thing. Yeah, we're going to be taking advantage of this. Keep in mind, the sword and the projectile can hit the enemy. So we will be doing a lot more damage, even though it says power is lower than 3. The only time where it doesn't make a difference is if we're looking to do overhead slices like that. But yeah, this makes dealing with the archers brain dead easy. And we're just going to be doing that to get some free arrow health. That way we don't have to time his kind of awkward moves. We can just do this and just deflect all the arrows. Go back to the dungeon and we'll be able to come back, descend into the dungeon. Well, I think we got everything, so I don't really care. Let's look around. This is where we fought Sakanshima. Oh, there's an item here. Roberto's pendant. Oh. Interesting, interesting. This must be what Roberto was trying to find. Looks like we got what we came for. Oh yeah, so all we have to do is leave. That's easy enough. An opportunity to save. Yeah, look how much more damage we're doing per slice, chat. Like, even though it's not a ton of damage, it does add up very quickly. I'm just thinking about this. We should probably switch characters in a little bit, because if I remember correctly, there was a chest we could get with Jubei. But we never actually, I think, went back for it, I don't think. Let's double check. And if nothing else, having a different character with more meter, in case we do get into another trial, would help us. Because I imagine that's also why we saved here, or we're given a chance to save here, I mean. So we could take advantage of our full magic in case we need to stun enemies. Let's save for now. Yeah, this item empowered would easily take us all the way to the end of the game. The fact that it can give 1,000 extra health as well is just icing on the cake. We don't really need that ability. But if this were to be maxed in a normal playthrough, this weapon is pretty ludicrous just because of the double hit. So she's got finisher up. We have a dead end we can't do anything about.
Let's go.
Gotcha.
Rest up. Oh, are you going to entertain me?
Carry out the technique within the time limit. 10 chain criticals. Well, on the plus side, chat, we do have fresh magic gauge. Let's see, what are we critting? I think we could do this. I'll have her go into attack mode just so she's closer. Well, that only counted as 1? Interesting. Oh, maybe it only counts per loop. Interesting. I can only get 1 per attempt, which is kind of a disadvantage. Let's switch to her briefly. Yeah, I thought it just meant like total chains, because we're definitely chaining more than once. That's why I find kind of weird. See that? Like, we hit 2 targets after the initial one, but we only got 1 counted for some reason. Still got the gold. We attained Sky Sword. Interesting. Again, some of these challenges are way easier than others. The Sky Sword looked like a Soki weapon. I don't recall what this is offhand. It is a 3-hit weapon with extremely high strength. Interesting. So now when we come into opportunities where we have to spam our overhead slicer, this is a significant power increase over what we've been using. Significant, chat. It's almost 33% stronger than the previous weapon. So now we have kind of our general traveling / roaming weapon where we could deal with projectiles or just rack up heavy damage. But when we're doing bosses, we don't really want to combo them per se, so we'll probably stick to the Sky Sword. So we just got a boss killer. And if nothing else, even this is still a boss killer, because we can punish them at distances we normally wouldn't be able to. So, much easier of a challenge than some of the other ones that we fought. It did take a lot of our meter away, unfortunately. We have now acquired Copper Gear A. So I believe there were a couple of bridges we couldn't do anything about. Oh, I got the parry. I just didn't believe in it. I did not want to R2 there. I might have to switch controllers, chat, if that keeps happening. Goodbye, enemy. Yeah, see, we could kill him on the ground at a distance, which is kind of nice. And since we are kind of low on magic meter... Well, that time that was on purpose, I just whiffed. That's a shame. I actually wanted more drive gauge from this enemy. But we'll take extra Oni magic. So we'll let our protagonist heal for just a little bit. Now, where else can we go? So we came across a couple of bridges we couldn't lower, so presumably the gear will let us make progress here. So we have the dead body there, we have to reinvestigate. Oh, there's a chest over here. Which we would not be able to get unless we had Jubei. I think this is the one I was trying to think of. We got another pear scarf. Hey! There we go. That makes life easier. Cool, now we could just keep that on somebody else. So probably Ohatsu full time. Doors... Oh, we can't go through there anyway. Wait, which area did we come from? Was it the opening? Oh, we didn't come from here. Now we've set the gear, we've lowered the gear. Let's take a look around.
Rest up.
Okay, got it.
There's a ladder there. Small gap here. Can't do anything there at the moment. A few different pillars. It's like some kind of puzzle. Oh, I did not mean to go into the hole. Let's go back, because I don't want to do that, because I saw there was a puzzle box here. Jeez, chat, it is really testing my ability to do puzzles. So let's observe our surroundings again. So this would be a mistake to rotate. So we need purple along the top. We don't have any real clear ways to win at the moment. So it looks like these bottom two should probably be done at some point. In fact, why don't we just do that now? Because that seems to be the solution more often than not. So let's just go ahead and fix this. And then see what that leaves us with. Oh, then that's simple. Then it's just the top two. Okay, easy. See that, chat? I've recognized the pattern. It took me a while, but I think I'm figuring these out. We attained new weapons, and we are using her at the moment. We got Masamune, so we're using a 6-hit wind, which does increased finisher. This one does critical attack 40%, and it's also light element, which is actually really solid. So this is just a 9 extra power for a better magic element as well. Crafted by the famous swordsman Masamune, this blade carries his name, is perfect for critical attacks. I wonder if that also means the chain crits? Because if so, that's actually pretty useful, especially with how we use her to just follow up for damage. Or if she initiates, that could be useful. So I think this was the room we had to cross before, but I guess we're all the way on the ground, where originally we weren't able to get here. So let's just take a look around, chat. There's a small ladder there. We need to be Roberto. Is there a mirror nearby at least so we could switch to Roberto so I don't have to run all the way back there? Okay, there is. There's a small area Jubei would be able to take advantage of. And there's another place that requires a gear, but we can't do anything about it. So unfortunately, chat, we have to switch back to Roberto. We got trolled, chat. We need Jubei back again because she needs to be able to fit through there. But for now, this is all we could really do. Oops. There we go. So I think we actually do want Jubei again because we already see that we need her for a future area. So let's go ahead and deal with that now. Speaking of which, can we enhance any skills that she has? Oh, she's already maxed on attack. I mean, I guess I can improve her chain potential. We'll improve our ability to deflect. So we do parry bait with him every now and then. So let's see. We have a pillar. We can make fall. I think we'll continue forward as Soki. We'll have her raise this up. Let's see where that leaves us. So we now have a new item. It's another drive jewel. Hey, chat, this is looking really good for the upcoming boss. Look how much our OP gauge is filled up. That's gonna feel good, chat. That is a really long amount of time if we run out of health to wail on the boss. I'm liking that. Let's see, what else could we do from up here? Oh, I needed Jubei to come up here. But I wouldn't have known that because I couldn't see that prior to this point. So get baited, apparently. Right, chat? It's like, oh, only Jubei can continue. Thanks, game. Would have liked to have known that before we did that. Silly game. We attained copper gear. Did we really? That's all she needed? Game, was that really necessary? Come on. Oh, okay, I thought we were gonna come into a puzzle to get this item. No, it's just literally pick Jubei dummy and then you leave. Okay, well, I guess we could go ahead and leave. I know. That felt kind of uninspired, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would at least be like we would help him go somewhere else first. But apparently not. Let's go ahead and save again so we don't have to switch to Jubei. Chat, I would like to say, for a stage, this stage is pretty long. Like, just think about it, chat. We went through the whole castle, and now we're going through one of the previous stages, and we have not seen anything that looks like the sign of a boss. What an annoying thing to deal with, chat. Now I'm just thinking, are we going to have any more opportunities to use Jubei, or should we swap back? This is the real question. Yeah, let's actually switch to Ohatsu for a little bit. Just in case there's some, like, I don't know if there's going to be snipers in here, because just think about it. There were a couple of different raised platforms. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my controller. It's being kind of weird today. Just in case we come across something weird, I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a parascarf. I feel like Ohatsu is kind of the default answer to not dealing with the game's nonsense. like, what situation will she not be able to beat? Nothing. She could cheese anything from any distance. Oh. Well, you are looking very unhappy with me, and you have quite a shockwave. Alright, well, chat, I think we're going into the I don't feel like dealing with it territory. So there's an enemy all the way over there. We could go into a really extreme fight with, or, you know, if only we had an ability to attack at range, chat, because this would make this fight a lot easier. Because he has the ability to kind of guard break us and do shockwaves. And he's kind of like a mix of the Dangacha and all these other things. And, like, we would have to time it a little bit. I don't know if we could actually block it and get away with it. Like, he would definitely break our guard. What are you talking about, chat? We're just talking about how we're gonna deal with him, and Ohatsu's just practicing firing her gun. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. I mean, you can see he probably has a lot of health, so it'd be very difficult to deal with him for a long period of time. And, like, maybe you'd use Oni magic to knock him down and try to do some finishers, because finishers are pretty strong in this game. I mean, it would also be a shame if we had to fight other people while we're in the room with him, because then we would have to worry about him knocking us up in the air, and that would leave us open to other kinds of attacks. I mean, that would just be most unfortunate, chat. Oh, chat, look, he decided to keel over. How convenient. Power of Ohatsu, chat.
All right, let's get moving.
Right.
Oh, like, see, they would have been in the battle too? That would have been so annoying. I actually just want the item, but I feel like they're gonna stop me from getting it in time. That's a shame. Anyway, time to show you the power of the ninja. So they could just kind of knock us down repeatedly, which is kind of annoying. One thing to know about the shockwave is the shockwave will not actually stun them, but it'll slow them down slightly. Oh, I actually killed him before I wanted to kill him. How sad, chat. Let's kill him with R2. Did that really clip into the ground and not kill him? That is so unfortunate, chat.
Take a break.
Let our protagonist heal. I was just kind of humoring him for a little bit. I just wanted to recover some health. Yeah, I wish the homing sword had more tracking. It very literally goes forward, or it very literally goes to the sides. It does not account for terrain whatsoever, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, but I find more often than not it's a bad thing, because if you aim up a slope, it will basically never hit anything. Which is kind of a shame. But we'll see that there's a character's R2 chat that does have no problem with slopes. So we don't have to worry about that. I think we actually need Roberto again. I was just thinking about it. Because there was one giant block, I think, in the next area we can't deal with on our own. Oh, interesting. So we could have used Jubei to return to that area. Interesting. So sorry, unfortunately, chat, we are dealing with Roberto. Let us leave. Oh, tunnelers. I don't feel like dealing with them. They are kind of easy kills, but I don't really feel like wasting more time with them. It's fine. If we need to heal, we have like a bazillion medicines. Yeah, see, I remember this from the first time we were here. That we didn't push this. So I'm assuming we need Roberto to clear the rest of the dungeon, because we already did this normally. So presumably we're going to switch to him and then push this somewhere that would be beneficial to us. Because if you remember, we did see a couple gaps in the floor. Remember this? Yeah. Now this will allow us to come over here. And what does this let us do? So we could go this way. Is there any downside? I guess we could leave this way. So this is the chest we saw at the top. Oh, it's the friendship scarf. Hey! That will be really useful for us, Chad. We've been taking a lot of damage from enemies. So far the pair scarf gives 5 to attack and defense. This gives 10. So this is actually a pretty significant upgrade for us, given that we're not upgrading our other stats. I'll take an extra 5 to attack and 5 to defense on a sword that does range projectile damage. Any kind of additional damage there is godlike. So now we are much safer as a character. So the starting enemies right now should be pretty easy to us. I would say when we start going more into like the Genma generals and like the Genma wizards, that they're a big problem for us still.
Let's go.
I had a feeling he would automatically trip it. Good assumption. So I think we just have to leave through the normal stage exit, if I recall correctly. So again, our slices are doing slightly more damage, which is helpful in this scenario where they're dodging us a lot. And I believe we triggered the cutscene. So, this stage is still going, chat. I really am curious what we're gonna fight. Secret Medicine level 2? Or are we at the boss fight already? Okay, you know what, I'll take that. Let's make sure that we are healed up. We'll definitely take that free Secret Medicine level 2. Yeah, this has to be a boss fight, chat. Okay, since we don't know what to expect, what we should expect is for us to not use Roberto. I think we can all safely agree that that is a good assumption. Now, what I want to do against bosses? Well, I feel like the answer to that question is more Ohatsu. Ohatsu's pretty good. It's a shame we haven't gotten a new weapon with her recently, but I think she could probably cheese everything that we have to fight. So instead of the pair scarf, we'll have the friendship scarf. So she'll do a lot more damage with her annoying pokes. Oh, that's right. She does have the slug, in case I just want to do raw damage. I guess depending on the boss, we might switch to the slug for the underground shots, because this is just more power. The only downside is that this is dark element, which again is one of the worst elements.
This ends now. Yeah.
This ends now, according to Ohatsu. You know what? We keep ending up with so much Secret Medicine level 2. Why don't we just use this on Ohatsu as a backup before we start the boss battle? That way we're basically at full for everything. I'll still hold on to the power jewels and the Oni jewels. We'll use those if I game over, but I think, chat, we're ready to do a little contest. Let me get it all set up. So I don't really remember what this boss is at all. I don't think it will be a story boss. It might just be like some generic monster boss again. Because I remember fighting, for example, Mitsunari we definitely fight indoors. And this is obviously not indoors. So I'm not really sure what to expect here. One moment, chat, as I get the contest all set up just for you. There's so many quiz contests. One moment. Let's say no items. See how it goes. We'll do a minimum bet of we gotta get chat betting a bit more. We'll say the minimum bet will be 2K. I'm gonna say you gotta step it up with the points. I believe we can start the contest now. So how much are you betting for? 8,000 points. Well, that is a good reason to make you bet more points. Yeah, you gotta put more on the line. Ooh, betting more points, potentially to steal it away from Kirk. Interesting strategy. Because you will get more points, because you'll split it based off of how much you put in. So you're trying to get that lead. Let's see, what else could we take a look at while we let the chat think about any additional bets? Yeah, the higher bet will mean that you will take a lot of those points. Like, you'll split about what your ratio is, so you'll take more than double of the points compared to Kirk. But that's assuming you win the bet. Otherwise, you'll lose big. So we're looking at our money total. Ooh, we're only at about 4K. That's actually pretty bad. We're gonna go have to get money somewhere else. I believe we did get an item that let us get more gold, so we might end up using the mallet at some point. So let's go ahead and see what this boss is, and see how it goes. I actually forget if I did save. Let's also check its skills before we go any further. Could do charge up. Nah, I don't really need that. Thrust, I don't really like her thrust, but I suppose I could just learn it for the sake of learning it. Otherwise, she's looking pretty good. We'll level it just to see what skill it gives us, even if I don't use the move. So we're gonna go ahead and save, and then we're going to go see what this presumed boss fight is. So we're coming in when at near full health. Protagonist isn't quite at cap. If I do die, I will heal again. But more importantly, Ohatsu's pretty much capped. So we have a lot of spam we can end up doing. Let's go see what this boss fight is. Sorry, 1 second, chat. Oh no, this boss? Oh, chat, why? No. Okay, this boss I really hate. I forgot about this. On the plus side, chat, the protagonist does have a ranged weapon, and we brought Ohatsu. Thankfully, we have a gun, chat. Thankfully, we have a gun. I am not doing this its intended purpose. So, I don't think I did anything wrong in our previous boss fight. I just needed to do some more heaven splitters. But screw this boss, chat. I don't feel like doing this the way it wants us to do it. So, I should have known it wouldn't be that easy to get away. This is one of those things from Sawayama. I was hoping to... You were hoping to run into another one? Oh, geez. This is one of the worst normal bosses in the game. I don't know why you would want to fight this again.
All right. Can you wait over there?
Alright, chat. We found the strat. We found the strat. We're not dealing with this boss. This ends now, chat. I don't care how the game thought we were supposed to beat this boss. I'm not doing it. Gun gimmick way too strong. I think it's pretty safe to say, chat, you will be getting your points. We are having our revenge. This might also be why I don't remember this boss appearing twice. She's actually doing pretty good damage. Can you imagine if she had a stronger weapon? Like, look at that, chat. This ends now. Oh, look at this glorious strategy, chat.
Please handle the souls.
Sure, we'll get souls while we're here. Why not?
Take a break.
Chat realizes the power of gun. This is its true final form, chat. Listen, when you don't want to deal with the boss fight, nothing will stop you from doing this, to be honest. Almost nothing. Oh hey, it actually let its guard down briefly. Yeah, we might as well just do some normal shots, why not?
Please handle the souls.
Aw, I think I got him hit by accident. We almost had a flawless boss run, chat. My bad. I think Soki did not block one hit. This ends now, chat. Oh, what a boss fight, chat. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that we have dealt with the boss. I love that even with the base weapon challenge, we still absolutely cheese that boss fight. Some things never change, chat. Again, like, can you imagine how annoying that fight would have been had we chosen any other character? Like, why would I not bring Ohatsu to every boss battle? You gotta ask yourself these questions sometimes. The only character I feel is an alternative that is worth doing is Tenkai, because Tenkai's damage is just so insane that it outweighs having a ranged privilege. It's just, honestly, his damage is just so crazy. It just makes no sense. Sure, we're done with the stage. Oh, you're saying you lost the lead?
Aaron, we're home. Welcome back. Did Roberto find what he was looking for?
Thank you for asking. I did.
We also took a few Genma down along the way.
Sounds like you've been busy. Take a breather.
It is true, you did lose the lead. Chris now has 1,000 points above you. So he did a very strategic bet. That was a good bet. If you had bet the same as Kirk, you would not have been ahead. Yeah, don't forget you could use the !points command just to see what your current points are. I think it also does, yeah, I also did !ZG. It'll rank you. I think it'll say you're in second or third, but I think that you're comparing to me, who I gave like 1,000,000 points. But I forget if it shows up in the rank commands. Only chat would be able to confirm that. Yeah, so it says you're rank 2. You're literally only behind me because I cheated. So it's like, yeah, that confirms it. Nice, nice. I was gonna say you're racking up all the points. Good job. Guess we could level up Roberto a little. More deflect. So that was a pretty easy clear, but you know what the sad part is, chat? We did not get Tenkai after that super long stage. Oh boy, I think we're coming up to another really long series of events. I'm just thinking about if we will get Tenkai from this or not. It does take a while for us to get him back. I'm honestly thinking if we have to do another mission just to do it. Let's go take a look at the store. And I guess for now we could take a look at if there's anything worth purchasing.
Hi, what'll it be?
What'll it be? Just every time. Draws more red souls out. We're not using that. Ryzen. Oh, that one's nice. Oni magic plus 50% is kind of good. Oni Devourer gets more yellow souls. That is sometimes useful. There's a new gun here, and it's an ice shotgun. Might be worth purchasing at some point. Let's take a look around to see what else we can make. Longevity charm. Oh, this is the charge time reducer. Oh, so we could buy another drive jewel. Oh.
You sure you want to buy?
Okay, so I think what we should do, chat, is we should probably just buff Ohatsu for a little bit, and then she'll probably cap based off of these things, because she is just clearly so good. Anything we get in the next few chapters will end up going to Tenkai, because we still have not received Tenkai. Surprisingly. We've gone now like 2 chapters without getting him. Let's go ahead and increase our Oni gauge. And then for Ohatsu, let's go ahead and pump her up, as she has been kind of MVP. I think she earned it, chat. Might as well make challenges easier, so way less risk with her. Well, we could sell the gold nugget for cash. I suppose we probably should do that.
Hi, what'll it be?
This classic what'll it be? Ooh, does it count it as a supply? It does. So this is worth 4K. Oh, we don't have to do much grinding then.
You sure?
That's convenient. I can actually just buy everything I need here.
You sh- Thanks.
I think it is worth trying to get more stats in general before the next fight, but we're looking really good now. Ooh, look at that. Look at that health bar and meter, chat. She is tanky. This is looking much better. Now, for drive gauge, I think she'll still get it a little bit over Tenkai, because I don't feel like Tenkai's drive gauge is amazing. I feel like that's probably his weakest point. But everything else about him is pretty godlike, so we'll probably give him some health ups. You know what? Because I don't really feel like revisiting any area, because we didn't get another character. Why don't we actually try doing a little bit of the challenge dungeon, just as like a sneak peek? I don't expect to get very far, but at least we have a weapon that would let us clear a couple of floors, aka the Enryu. And we could switch her back to... Actually, we can even just leave her as is. I don't even think I need to change it. Let's have a little taste, chat.
Do you want to go to the Dark Realm? I'm sure you already know this, but that world is really dangerous. It's seriously dangerous. I'm not kidding about that. You really going? You sure you really want to go there?
How many times is he gonna ask us?
So, who's the unlucky victim?
So chat, we are allowed to kind of go through and complete different people's floors. So I think we have to choose Soki. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I forgot that this was a thing. So I'm so used to doing this in multiplayer. I forgot you have to do this solo if you play single player. Like, you're not allowed to bring in a partner. In multiplayer, you are allowed to bring another character, and it absolutely cheeses this encounter. Yeah, see, that was something I just forgot, because again, I almost never play single player for this game. I mean, we'll take the free items. So that's pretty easy. But again, it'll keep getting harder. We'll go a couple floors. Because again, it doesn't hurt to get some experience. You can already see our sword is doing a crazy amount of damage. And not too bad. So we'll try to at least go to floor 10, but we might have to bow out early. There's no shame in doing so. We have a lot of floors to go through. Oh, I didn't realize he was charging. Oops. I actually just wanted to crit there, but oops, I pressed the wrong button. So we are allowed to use items and other things to clear this challenge, and we will be doing it at some point. Let's try to at least get to floor 10. Because we'll get an item every 10 floors. Our goal to make life easier is to probably go forward with, at least to floor 50 with Soki. We're gonna go forward with him. And the reason we want to do that is we'll unlock his, one of his more powerful weapons, which I believe is the Excalibur. And it does a crazy amount of damage. Well, we're taking advantage of slicing the arrows out of the air with our ridiculous weapon. So again, this character is pretty good at soloing this, as you can see. Now that we have the ranged weapon, this is much easier. You could kind of see why I didn't want to come here before then, because it does make a big difference. So we're still at full health, and we've been picking up item components on top of that. One downside is that the slices we do with our attacks do not aim upwards. I do not mean to hit magic there. That's a mistake. So fortunately, our sword does just enough damage that we could still kill those pretty quickly. We'll gather some spare gold here and there. Yeah, this is actually not too bad so far. But again, this is just all beginning enemies. When it goes to things like the all Genma generals, then it's gonna get really nasty. Then I doubt we'll be able to do that much towards it. We'll gather more red souls. I think just barely the tip of our sword can hit them. Indeed it can. Speaking of which, we're still using Friendship Scarf, which doesn't do anything. What should we do? Ooh. I guess I'll slightly raise our defense. That's honestly the only thing I'm concerned about at the moment. Just dying to something dumb. Yeah, this is where it gets annoying as the protagonist. I cannot easily hit those with this character. This is where Ohatsu in co-op mode is so good. But you can see, like, I just can't do anything until the bird decides to do something. Another reason I don't usually solo Soki is I find this extremely annoying. Like, again, I think just barely the tip of your blade can sometimes hit it if it's flapping downwards, but that's about it. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. The birds are horrible. Got a medicine level 1, so we just got more healing items just by coming here, which is nice. Oops. Oh, I didn't get the magic on the zombie that I hit. That sucked. Fossilized bone, we'll take that. A little extra magic in return. So one thing we could do to make this dungeon crawling a bit safer is we do have the ability to revive if we're about to die with an item. If we think we're taking a lot of damage towards the end, well, we could probably switch to that. But at the moment, these enemies are pretty easy. I'm not too concerned. Until we get an enemy upgrade, I'm not that concerned. Oh, I actually parried it. I was not expecting to parry it there. I was just actually looking for the block. Nice. And we're getting a lot of medicine level 1s, so this is just kind of setting up for the next dungeon anyway. So I'm feeling pretty good about our odds in the next area. Took a little damage there, but we got some chain crits. Oh, I just barely missed double tapping the zombie. So close, chat. Always double tap the zombies. You don't want them getting up. Man, that close range damage with this sword is kind of insane. Did you see how much that did, chat? That was like 3 swings and he died. Given how weak our other weapons have been. Ooh. What an unfortunate position of enemies. Obtain more mushrooms. Sure, we'll take that. It did not target the right monster, as if it targeted the right one with the magic swing there, that would have actually killed it. Oh, hey, we finally got the bird out of the sky. Good. Yeah, unlike Link in his games, we do not need to be at full health to generate the attack wave. It is permanent, chat. We don't have to play any games with them. There we go. Jeez. Getting that hit is so finicky. Medicine level 3. Okay, we got a pretty high level medicine. Honestly, chat, I don't see a reason to stop here. Let's go a little further, because we're getting more money, and we're actually getting quite a lot of medicines. So we got, I think, 2 medicine level 1s, a medicine level 3. We used 1 secret medicine level 2 in the previous area. The only thing we really need is Oni magic and dry medicine. But we've also been picking up things like fossilized bone. We got antler. We were getting a couple mushrooms here and there, and that does help for getting other kinds of rare medicine. Let's just go a little further. The goal will be to exit at every 10 floors, but if this proves to be too difficult, we'll go backwards. Like, this room's a little more challenging. Just a little bit. Fortunately, this guy is not attacking us. I would prefer he did. But if he's not going to... Oh, I targeted the other guy. That was unfortunate. There we go. Save a little magic by getting that easy deflect. And that gave us quite a bit of magic in return, actually. See, now this enemy can just get sniped by us. We could just kind of do this, chat. Look how useful that is. It didn't target him properly. What a shame. So again, we have no reason to leave quite yet. If we do get injured, we've already received so many medicines. I might as well just use it. Oh. Surrounded by a whole bunch of terrible enemies. I let go of block at the wrong time. Huh? Why couldn't I get a crit there? That's weird. There we go. Hey, we leveled. Got another medicine level 1. So I'm starting to get more injured, so I have to be more cautious. So we'll get a little bit of health back with that, I think. More grass, which helps with getting more medicines. So we might consider bowing out to conserve items in a little bit. Yeah, them attacking us immediately like that is pretty obnoxious, because it's very difficult to see what they're doing. I actually did not want to kill the other guy with our long-range attack, but I think at this point we should probably stop the dungeon, because we're taking a bit of damage. And again, the goal was just to show off a little bit of the floors. Just one more floor. Because we are getting experience from that, and that is useful. What a horrible room, chat. Oh, and my character turned around for some reason. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's go deal with these archers. I had enough. So I think that was extremely well played. We managed to actually get more health back. So maybe it's worth continuing one more room. Anytime I get around half health, if I'm just looking to mess around, I usually just bow out at that point. But hey, we could get some free kills on these guys. They are worth a decent amount of experience. If we were looking to get red souls, this area would be great. Oh, we're back up to 3,000 in terms of cash. Not too bad. Also, we haven't used any Oni gauge in quite some time. At some point, we should probably pop it, because it does make life easier with him. And our persistence for doing so is we attain something extremely interesting, actually, chat. Yellow ore, a yellow precious mineral. So this is extremely, extremely good, and I'll tell you why. Ores can be used to make more jewels, so if we could get more ore, we could get another life jewel. So it looks like we could farm some basic stat increasers just by continuing. So that could save us some time later, chat. We only really need 2 characters capped. Oops, taking a lot of damage there. Gotta be careful. I can't see the archer through the other people, which is a bit unfortunate. So yeah, we should probably leave at this point if I don't want to use items. Overall, not too bad. Where do I dare go to floor 20? Now I have to decide, chat. Because this weapon is really good. We could technically climb all the way there. Let me see what the floor 20 reward is real quick. They don't have it organized by reward. So I do have like a little open guide here, but it will not tell me what it is. Oh, actually, I can see it. It's actually a life increaser. That actually would be worth our time, chat. What would be the level 30 out of curiosity? Okay, the level 30 would be a drive jewel. That's a shame, really. I mean, I should just do it for the life increase. That's honestly kind of worth using medicine for the first time that we go there. So yeah, I think we'll finish with that. And then what we'll try to do is, I believe this next mission is also extremely long. This will probably be our last mission after this. Chat saying go for it. Yeah, because normally at this point I would just leave, but I think we should just keep going. We can always make more medicine level 2. So let's go ahead and pump it up a little. And again, this is just more experience for the side characters, so no matter what, it's kind of win-win for us. So I took a little damage there, but that's okay, because I could just absorb this. And again, because we have the air blade slices, it does let us just kind of very easily get the archer arrows. That actually did help us get a lot of meter back. Oh, the archer actually hit us through that? That's kind of impressive. Oh, because I'm aiming sideways, that's why. Apparently he is not finished, even though Soki declared it. Okay, let's now deal with the archers. I don't need their help anymore. So again, we could potentially get more ores from these monsters. Normally I would recommend using the Gambler's Thimble if you're looking to get their rares, but this enemy explodes on death, so this is one of the few ones that I would not recommend it. Ooh, we're gonna get so many souls, chat. So again, this will be another drive jewel for health increase. I don't think we're forced to do anything in particular here. Oh, there's a Genma cannon here. That could be annoying. It must have killed several of its allies because I just got a lot of items back. We'll take that. I think the crit timing is when it goes to fire, like when it leans backwards. I think that's how you crit it, but I very rarely crit these monsters. Again, we'll take advantage of the double damage. Like, if we did a normal slice, it does decent damage. But because we can double hit here, it's about comparable damage, which is not too bad. You do that to cancel it, I suppose. Yeah, not too bad. Now, playing solo Ohatsu here would actually be a little difficult. I don't know if I would be able to do it, because there's not a lot of room to hide from the enemies, which is a big advantage of her in normal stages. Oh, if only the other enemies were closer. A little extra drive gauge, because why not? Excellent, so we ended at full health. So yeah, we really just needed to get by that one room. That's actually not too bad. I very appropriately targeted the enemy we were looking to deflect. Take advantage of that. Ooh, did not parry that. Get some easy slices in there. We'll kill one of these ninja, because I'd prefer not to take damage as I'm dealing with the slower enemies. Oh. I forgot he could reach me from there. I thought he was going to take a few more steps. Again, basically doing double damage per swing. You can already see how much of a difference this is in terms of kill speed clear. Like, look at that, chat. Ridiculous. So we've recovered almost all of our Oni gauge, and we're basically on the next floor for rewards. Honestly, I didn't intend for this to go this far, but we could even just do this instead of actually bothering to continue with the story. Because if we do get further, we do get some good items. And they're making our life really easy by killing the other guys. Oh, it rotates them counterclockwise. That's weird. Thought it was gonna rotate them clockwise. And or the direction that I was attempting to kick them. Yeah, I think the other Axe Knight walked into the line of fire of this guy. So that was nice and easy. Yeah, getting more drive gauge will allow us to, again, deal with harder bosses easier. So it is kind of worth going to 30. One thing I'm not sure about is his level 40 reward. I know what his 50 is. If we get his 50, the game might be over. Because honestly, that weapon is so good compared to everything else that we could get. Like, there's nothing we could find in a stage that is comparable. I think the only thing that's stronger than it is literally the final reward for floor 100, which is very difficult to do normally. I'd also like to state that the level 50 weapon is really strong, but it doesn't have the shockwave effect to my knowledge. So we'll still end up using this one for different scenarios. Oh, hey, we're getting different music because we're on floor 21. We're getting the Test of Valor music. Make sure we deal with these enemies. Got fangs out of that. Nice. Thought these enemies were going to be way more aggressive, but they just kind of stood there. We got more grass, so we can make up one of the medicines that we lost earlier. So far, so good. Yeah, we'll just keep going, chat. Why not? Interesting room. Actually, I think he'll hit his ally there. And he did kill his ally. That works for us. Got more fangs, which we can use for some items. Oh, finding that sweet spot with the uppercut is such a pain, chat. There we go. Yeah, I definitely feel like his upward hitbox definitely needed some improvement. Like, he can hit them, it's just really hard. There we go. So we ended up getting a life orb at the end, so that saved us yet another medicine. So again, we'll keep going for the drive gauge, because I'd like 1 extra second. I think that's about how much it adds. Maybe like half a second per drive jewel. So we never really talked about how much it adds overall, but it is very useful. Pearl Ring, which we can use to sell for cash. And we got most of our magic back. Nice. Kind of hoping the other enemy will walk into this, but he seems to be a bit stubborn. He's just kind of messing around. We'll just kill him with a ranged slice, which we can now do with Soki, because of course. Hey, we got a bit of health back. So yeah, I would say overall this run is going pretty well for the floors. We We only used 1 medicine. We haven't used any drive gauge. We're coming in with pretty subpar items, like defense +3 at this stage of the game. Like, this is pretty bad. If we had a defense 5, I think one of the other characters has it. That would have been slightly better. It still would not have been good, don't get me wrong, but would have been better than what we're using. So as long as we don't fight too many Genma generals, I think this is pretty free. Genma generals, I feel like around the time we start fighting those, gonna be kind of obnoxious. I was attempting to block that, but I did not block that. No parry for me. Acquired a broadsword. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out the parry timing because everybody keeps appearing and spawning in front of us, so it's messing with the timing. So now we're having longer waves per room, so that's a different strategy we have to deal with. Got the purple ring, which I think is also for cash. Got a little bit of magic back. We are injured, but we did level. That's always nice. We're gonna block because he's gonna thrust. Kind of double hit both of them while they're standing there, so we can weaken the other guy up a bit more. Get some nice crit parries on them. Another enemy is spawned. They are making you earn this room, apparently. Got a little health back from the crit parry, nice. That does save us some health, or at least some medicine anyway. Although we're still doing pretty good on overall items. So we're now halfway to the super good weapon. But you can see these enemies are getting much more difficult. And hey, we see an enemy type we haven't seen before. A really nasty enemy type, I might add. And yes, chat, they are just minigunning me. Whoa, their damage dealt is insane. Uh-oh. Yeah, we might bow out on this floor, chat. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that damage was crazy. That's why I was saying our defense up is terrible. Yeah, they might be a little too difficult for us to clear consistently. Wow, that damage is actually crazy. Oh no! They killed me. They popped me in the Oni mode. Well, since you put me in Oni mode, I need you to perish. Wow, that guy has been taking so many shots from the cannons and he just now died. That's actually insane. On the plus side, we are recovering a lot of health. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave to conserve some of our Oni gauge. Yeah, we are not ready for that enemy type whatsoever. Yeah, let's go back to hideout. Yeah, you can see where not leveling your armor is now going to make a big difference. So that is a really unfortunate enemy we're going to be coming across soon. Oh, interesting that when we leave, we still have max HP MP. It's just our Oni gauge is injured slightly. So let's go back to somewhere else just to get more gauge. Not from there, though. Or is there something we could purchase now that we got all those items?
What? What'll it be?
Might be worth saving money. Yeah, like we should have gone in with the choker, for example, but I don't know if this is really worth buying at the moment. We might end up doing that challenge floor again. I guess I'll buy it now, so don't forget about it. But yeah, the friendship scarf would have been super useful there. And also, as I said before, if you play co-op, it's just so much easier. just because you always get another partner. So when we're in those awkward situations where we're like trying to deal with the birds, we just switch to a Hatsu and shoot them. Or those other enemies which require us to do a lot of damage, Tenkai can deal with them pretty easily. So that's definitely a big issue for us with this challenge. I'm not sure if we can actually hit floor 50 while in this challenge, but we could still go to the other floors, I suppose. Speaking of which, let's see what we can make with these different characters. Do we need 2 ores in order to get what I'm looking for? Yeah, we need 2 ores. We get more grass, which could combine for other things. So we could get another secret medicine level 2. It's good to know. Medicine level 2, secret medicine level 2. Yeah. I suppose get another secret medicine level 2. Now, can we do anything interesting with this? Make something called Helmweech. I'm not sure if that's actually worth getting or not. One moment, chat. Is a 5 combo move that generates attack wave. Oh, hold on, chat. Hold on. This might actually make him playable. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think we need this. I don't think we should skip this. Yeah, see, this is where it helps to take some notes. That right there. Because we could do things... Yeah, and it's also a 48 base weapon. That's actually pretty strong. So what would be the alternative, I suppose? Because the only other character I would even consider upgrading at this point would be Ohatsu. Because I think Tenkai still has the best weapon. So she could get Aurora from that. Is it even anywhere near as good as that? Double check, chat. It just gives money found plus 100%. Yeah, I don't think that's as good of an item. Like, it's useful, but we don't really need that on her at the moment. So let us do the combinations here. Gem of Bravery? Wait, what's that? I don't know what this does. What we're gonna do, chat, since there's no description in my notes, let me just save one more time, and then we're just gonna rewind time, and if it's not something we like, we'll go back. We can get it from other areas for free. I'm just curious what it is. So overall, we probably still won't go with this one, but I want to see what it does. Just for future reference. So it's not a consumable. Would be an other. Gem of Bravery. Oh, it's the 20% experience bonus. Oh. I mean, it's interesting, but it's not as interesting as actually having Roberto being useful. Right, chat? It's just like, if we're forced to use Roberto, I would like some range with his punches. That would make him go up many tiers. Because right now, he's like barely usable. Because imagine him trying to fight that machine gunner we just saw. Like, what would he do other than die? Let's go ahead and equip him with this new item. So he's using a 42 glove. This is 6 extra damage, and it's wind. But more importantly, it's also a 5-hit combo, so it even had... I think it could do the infinite jab in the air. So again, just a 6-point damage increase, but he gets long-range attacks. Let's actually try this out, because as I said before, we need Oni gauge.
What do you need, Master? Where are you headed?
So we could revisit some of these areas, but there's not really a purpose. If we were going just for items, I suppose we should go to the hospital. Because there is another weapon we can get that is slightly weaker than Excalibur, but still has a lot of damage from the Genma generals.
Get the souls.
Hmm? It says generate an attack wave, but he's not generating an attack wave. It's kind of depressing. Oh, he sort of is. I see it now. Oh no, chat. Oh no. Is this an infinite? Oh no. Oh no, chat. He is good at 1v1. He is good at 1v1. I've always stated that, but now we at least have new gimmicks. I knew about his infinite juggles in the air, but I did not know about his absolute silliness with everything else. Look at that damage we do. Get out of here, dumb enemy. I know, I think suddenly Roberto's good. Fortunately, we still take a ton of damage. Yeah, his level 5 jab is pretty good. I don't like his level 3 jab at all. Oh, he's still at above half health, huh? Okay.
Just wait. Gotcha.
I mean, that's pretty silly. I don't know why he has that, chat. That doesn't make any sense to me. I was kind of hoping we'd fight, like, the giant Genma zombie. Maybe it was only during the story mode that he was here, because this was definitely the room we fought him in. That's the thing we want to refight for one of Soki's better weapons. Maybe we only had that one chance at it. If so, that's kind of a shame. 'Cause I don't think it was in here. I'm pretty sure it was in the bigger room we just came from. Yeah, because this was just the control room. But did coming in here and then leaving do anything? No. Oh, there's the wizard. I mean, I'd like more drive gauge, please. We'll take that. So yeah, if we could just build a little more drive gauge. I just want to make sure we're at least at half. It doesn't have to fill all the way up, because we have a lot of a stage to recover from that standpoint. Oh, why are no zombie... Why is nothing spawning here now? What's happening? Chat, wasn't this the room where the zombies kept teleporting in and out annoyingly? And they just didn't come... Oh, I remember this room. Unfortunately. I suppose what we'll do is we'll just return to the other place just to talk to the NPCs. I don't think we have enough time to complete another stage. Huh. There really is, like, nothing to fight here. This is weird. Whoa. Oh, camera? I got a little drive gauge out of it. Not as much as I was hoping for, though. I mean, if they just keep spawning them in at one at a time, I'm also okay with that.
Rest up.
Slowly but surely, chat. Oh, you can't actually block that. You do have to evade that. That's good to know. Stupid enemy. Oh, we actually didn't kill him earlier. Well, okay then. Yeah, let me just eye up real quick how big this next stage is. Ooh. That is quite a stage. It will allow us to play as Ohatsu, though, from my notes. So we are allowed to choose our tag partner. Oh, now the zombies are spawning. Even though they didn't earlier. Yeah, we have quite a stage in front of us. We got more lizards, chat. We're stealing their pets again. We almost have enough drive gauge now. Lizard Liberation? Maybe. So we're almost back up to half, so that's our safety revive. As you can see, if we have a longer gauge, we also recover more health after hitting 0. Not that we gain enough health in general from it to survive due to our challenge, but normally that is a pretty substantial amount. To recover like a sixth of your health, it's kind of nice. So I think we have just enough for a drive gauge. So we'll kill like 1 or 2 more enemies and then leave. Or they'll just stop spawning, that's fine. Oh, there we go. There's that annoying they teleport out thing. I don't know why they do that. They should just let the enemy persist. Speaking of, they should just let the enemy persist. So we're just a little over halfway, so now guaranteed we have that bonus. Oh, and they dropped, I think, another lizard for us. Oh no, mushrooms. Okay. So again, this goes towards medicine. Alright, let's just leave this hallway. This hallway is so stupid. I don't know why they programmed it like that, chat. Like, at least give the courtesy of letting the player kill the enemy that spawned. I don't know why they despawn, like, every 6 steps. It's like they almost program them per tile in that room, and that is so dumb. Like, it just doesn't work, because your character naturally moves forward. Shake your head, chat. So anyway, we can potentially buy a lot of Oni medicine, which is kind of tempting to do, to be honest. Yeah, let's get some Oni medicine, because that's the only thing we don't really have a lot of. And that will kind of help us cheese some challenges. And we'll get 2 of these too, as well. So just in case we start struggling, I guess that will kind of balance things out a bit more. We could use medicine. We could purchase medicine. I'll purchase 1 level 1. Otherwise, I think I'll hold on to our money. Just curious if fangs could be merged with anything else. Not really. Samurai ring. Schwert. What is that? Oh, it's just something that increases his normal combo damage, but it is, oh, it's actually also a 5-hit combo. That's not too bad then. Make something called Redemption. I don't know if it would even be on par with what we just used though. It's MP consumption minus 50%, but it's way too weak of an attack.
What's the matter, Sophie?
We should take a look at what some of these can make. Nope, not merchant stamp. She could get flame rifle, pear scarf, red pyre. Let's see if red pyre is any good, chat. One moment as I just consult a little note. It's a piercing type 1. Nah, that's okay. Yeah, it looks like some of her best weapons we won't be able to attain unless we go to puzzle boxes. I don't think there's anything else we could really make in here. The only thing I'll just double check is a revisit real quick.
What do you need? Where are you headed?
Yeah, we don't have access to one of the other bonuses. So just looking around, I'm not seeing anything that's really worth our money. So she already has one of her most powerful weapons. Outside of doing like the level 50 rush. Which, to give you an idea, for her weapon, if we were to do it, it unlocks level 2 Oni magic, which is actually pretty good for dealing with groups in general, because that's something we haven't really seen in the playthrough so far, is how strong Oni magic is. But Oni magic level 2 and level 3 are basically room clears. So if we were dealing with those nonsense machine gunners and we had level 2 magic, we could basically smite them from existence. Attack power wise, it would be putting her at 94 if we did get her level 50 weapon, which, as you can see, is double our current attack power. I'm gonna briefly unequip the Friendship scarf from her. You know what, chat? Just for you. We'll try to complete this next stage. We'll see how far we get with it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I should do before I do it. So we're coming in with a lot of medicines, so we should not be surprised by anything too nasty. We have several drive gauges, so we should be okay from that standpoint. We'll give Ohatsu extra health, because I think we can use her on the upcoming boss fight. That will also just help make things easier. Plus, it gives her a better minimum amount of health when the AI gets injured. But actually, before we do that, let's talk to all of the characters here. Junpei says, you want to ask me something? Western greeting. Buenas tardes. Huh? Buenas tardes. Are you feeling okay? Roberto taught it to me. It's how you say hello in his language. Wow, teach me too. What was that? Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, chan. I mean, I guess that's appropriate. It is the evening at the moment. And we can ask her about grandfather and Nobunaga. Nobunaga Oda was using the Genma to try and take over the country a long time ago. He was trying to become the lord of the Genma. Really? For someone who fights Genma, you don't know much, do you? Jeez, we just got burned. My grandfather used to fight against Nobunaga and even defeated him once, all by himself. He couldn't finish him off, though. He stood his ground against the Genma Lord? Wow, you must be proud to have a grandfather like that. I sure am.
You wanna ask me something?
Where's Tenkai? Oh yeah, where is Tenkai anyway? Once he comes back, we'll have everyone together again. Tenkai, he was absorbed into the energy that Hideyoshi fired at us. Then, is he... I can only hope he's alive, but it's hard to have faith after seeing that happen. No. Damn that Hideyoshi. But wait, he didn't actually see Tenkai die, right? So he might come back to us, right, Blue?
You wanna ask?
I mean, she's not wrong. Make another secret medicine level 2, secret medicine level 1. Let's get another secret medicine level 1. Just because, Chad. Let's round out our stuff a bit more.
What do you need? Got a question? Ask away.
It was about Kyoto. What happened to the Kyoto... after the Daigo Blossoming Festival? Did you find anything out from the Mino network? There's been no movement from Hideyoshi. They all are still in Kyoto. And the Genma insects? They're being bred from the Genma trees and are helping to create a massive army. At some point, I suspect they will be sent out to devastate the continent. It will become a terrible struggle of Genma versus human that will destroy the world. So every hour we sit and wait helps Hideyoshi's power grow even greater? We have to do something.
Got a question? Ask away.
Growing Dark Essence. The Dark Essence is filling the land just like it filled Sawayama. We must stop Hideyoshi soon. With Roberto back, it's time to strike a blow against him. I know you're right, but Hideyoshi is still far too strong for us to fight him.
Question? Ask away.
Roberto's lost item. Master Roberto showed me the thing he picked up. It seemed to be just a simple pendant, though I did feel a powerful energy coming from it. Even my thread reacted.
Question? What do you need, Master?
Okay, so we got a plot item. Apparently has great power. Let's ask about the lost item. Oh, Roberto's lost item. I'm glad he was able to find it again. It was a very interesting piece of work. It's just a necklace, isn't it? Maybe so, but it does seem to be giving off a strange energy. It's weak, but definitely present. I'm sure Roberto knows more about it than me, though. It might be worth asking him about it.
Any questions?
And ask her what now? You have everyone together again, so it's time to move on to the next step. If your minds are made up, I think it's time to go to work.
Any questions?
Hideyoshi Toyotomi. Hideyoshi, I've never met him, but I did hear about him from Tenkai. You met him before? Tenkai's been fighting the Genma a long time. During that fight, Hideyoshi tried to get in his way on many an occasion. Hideyoshi was never more than a nuisance, so Tenkai felt he wasn't worth paying attention to. He was very surprised to see him take control of the land after Nobunaga's death. His ability to become ruler and unite Japan so quickly is certainly out of the ordinary.
Is everything...
Let's talk to Roberto. Oh, geez, there's so many things we can ask him. Roberto's lost item. What was that you lost? The necklace? Yes. Right before Luis was going to experiment on me, I ended up outside the facility. I vaguely recall holding this in my hands. It doesn't seem like an ordinary necklace. You guessed right. This will come in handy when we make our next move. I'll explain later. No, just explain it to us now! Oh, chat, why do characters do this in video games? This is so frustrating. Like, just tell us what the plan is so we don't mess it up because we don't understand how it works. Oh, geez, Roberto, you're the worst. And ask him about España. España. I only lived there for a short period of time. What was it like? I can't remember really well. I remember it was a God-fearing country, though. There were many that tried to use the people's faith to control them. That's the same everywhere. Oh, there we go. Social commentary chat. Fateful meeting. Why exactly were you being held in the dungeon below Sawayama Castle anyway? Ever since my escape from the facility, Luis has been trying to track me down. He was trying to figure out why I was able to destroy Genma with my bare fists. He caught me and threw me in the cell. I figured I could play prisoner and wait for the chance to kill him. I see. So me and Tenkai actually got in your way. That explains why you seem so upset. True, but now I'm grateful. I may have lost my chance to kill him, but I gained the chance to meet valuable allies.
Yes?
Still don't like him as a character, chat. Roberto's book. What's so special about that book you're always reading? I can't understand a word of it. It's all written in some strange language. It's Spanish, Soki. It's Spanish. It's... Actually, well, no, it would be English. That's right, it's Romeo and Juliet. I thought it was... Or, I guess... I'm not really sure where it came from, because I thought he said he got it in Spain. I guess technically it could still be in Spanish. Guess we'll talk to him a bit more about it. Anyway, he's apparently just has Romeo and Juliet, and we're asking what it's about. Stop giving Roberto excuses for his actions. I know, our character is just like, we're giving him all the benefit of the doubt for some reason, and not the other characters. Anyway, Soki says, if you're reading it, it must be some great adventure story filled with action. Sure, we'll go with that. Hillary doesn't explain the plot at all. He's just like, yes, action. Roberto's fists. You're amazing. You don't even need weapons like the rest of us to destroy Genma. A powerful force rests in each of my arms. That's what allows me to hold my own by your side.
Yes?
That's as much of a plot explanation we're gonna get for now. Roberto's dream. Roberto, you're a Christian, right? Right. Luis raised me with Christian beliefs. Someday I would like to go abroad and learn a lot more about God. That's my dream anyway. I hope it works out. This is the first time I've ever told anyone what my dream was. Oh, Roberto, we're not bonding with you. Don't even try. Chat doesn't care. We're just gonna walk away from him. We're like, okay, cool. Bye.
What's the matter? Do you have a question?
So let's ask her about the Sawayama picture. I saw a strange picture hanging up in Sawayama Castle. It was a giant white serpent. Really? Would you have described the paintings we looked at earlier as a serpent? It looked more like a demon and a man in white. I don't know if I would have gotten serpent from just looking at that. Is that significant? No, not that I really know of. It just seemed really menacing and out of place hanging there.
Do you have a question?
Well, that is alluding to something that will happen later in the game, but for right now, we don't really know what it means. Now we can ask her, what now? I see some not appropriate language in the chat. Oh boy, he's getting told off in different languages. That's how you know it's bad. Anyway, I will not. I'm pretty sure I know what that means, but I will not say it out loud. So let's see. So she's saying, I'm glad Roberto found what he was looking for, but what do we do next? If we don't defeat Hideyoshi, this land will become a breeding ground for the Genma. The Daigo Blossoming Festival has already begun. But we still don't have a chance against him. His power is far too incredible. It is true, our weapons do kind of suck. It will be kind of difficult to deal with him. As is. He's not even a Genma. He's still just a man. I didn't see any signs of Genma insects on him. Really? He looked kind of spooky undead. I would not have assumed that, but according to the character, Soki, we don't think he has Genma insects, even though he looks like a non-natural skin color and glowy eyes. Okay. How could he possibly have that much power? If we knew, then we might stand a chance.
Do you have a question?
Little sister. My other sister Ogo is an interesting... Or excuse me, is a strong-spirited woman. Well, that's right. She was married to your younger brother. Yeah, Hidetada. Are they getting along well? I met them not too long ago, and they looked happy. Ogo also just gave birth to a baby girl. I was just thinking about it. If okay. What? That's great. You didn't know? Her name is Senhime, or Sen for short. Wow, my little brother is a father now. It's hard to imagine. Yeah, it's definitely hard to imagine. I think this is the first time he's talked about having other relatives. We're like all the way at the tail end of the game, and we're like, oh yeah, we just have a brother. Of like, really? Okay, sure. So there we go. I guess for now we'll proceed forward. We keep getting humphs from Roberto every time we go to leave.
We must stop Hideyoshi. The country is filling with Genma as we speak.
But what can we do? They'll just repel us again. That was no ordinary power he had. I know Soki has reawakened the Onimusha, but I'm afraid it still won't be enough.
Underneath it all, Hideyoshi is still just a man. There must be something supplying him with that much power.
Let's head to Sakai.
Sakai? In Osaka?
Right. There is a place called the Toyokuni Research Facility. It is where Genma research is being carried out under the command of Mitsunari and Luis Frois.
It might be just what we need to find the source of Hideyoshi's power.
Exactly. The pendant you helped me to recover is actually a key to the inside of the building.
How did you end up with that?
I was raised with my friends by Luis. The facility was our home when we were young. There are two facilities though. One in Osaka and the other in Kyushu. We traveled back and forth between them with Luis.
We have a lot of work to do.
Then let's go to the,
Toyokuni Research Facility.
Right! The Toyokuni Research Facility.
Insert Onimusha Dawn of Dreams Disc 2. Ooh. Look at that, chat. We're making progress. It's attempting to check discs a little too quick. A little too quick, PlayStation. I know, the era of multi-disc games. Crazy. It's how intense the adventure is, chat. See that? That's a little surprise. We now have gotten to Mitsunari's Pride. How could an ordinary human being like Hideyoshi attain such incredible power? Is there anything left Soki could do to stop him? In order to find the answers to these questions, Soki and the others head for the Toyokuni Research Facility in Osaka, where Mitsunari and Luis have been performing their heinous experiments. So as you can imagine, chat, we will be fighting at least one of those in this particular stage. So we're forced to use Roberto again. But fortunately, we did get a good weapon, or else this would be very difficult. Roberto's pendant acted as a key, opening the large door. I mean, I guess he had the courtesy of telling us his plan before we left. It's very convenient we're able to get inside. So we got the Sakai facility map. Oh. I really don't want to fight the other soldiers. So we'll just kind of chip this guy out if he's not going to attack normally. Oh, he actually did something else other than just do his full screen attack. Again, the fact that we could double hit there means it's probably stronger than our finisher, just because, again, we get double damage. Ooh, missed the parry timing. I think I activated the other guys, so I have to be a little careful here. I wasn't sure if they were striking, so I just did magic there, just to make sure I didn't get hit. Oh, we got more drive gauge from that. Nice. Let's tell Roberto to go in. Oh, we'll make him block that next strike, then we'll let him go in. I was trying to make him block in time. So that will pierce guard, it seems. That's good to know. So fortunately, Roberto's damage looks pretty high, so if we make him go on berserk charges, maybe it'll be more beneficial this time, since he can actually reach them at quite a distance. Getting a cutscene.
Don't touch anything!
Free the dark stone. Gather the Genma trees. Neutralize the exorcising beads. Revive the triumvirate. Claudius, Rosencrantz, Ophelia. Control Hideyoshi. Appearance of the Omen Star. Revive the God of Light. Expel the humans.
Could you read it?
Yes. There was some written here and there that I could pick up.
What did you learn?
Their plan. From the parts I could read. It is a terrifying one.
Tell us!
Yes. I will, but later. First, we have to destroy Hideyoshi's source of power.
Source of power?
Yes. The large dark stone. It's where he draws his strength.
Where is it?
Underground. There should be a passage that leads down there.
Well, Chad, don't you remember the feudal Japan computers? They're way ahead of their time. So we have a note that says the control tower at the research facility in Sakai funnels the dark essence up through through a long tube in the center and sends it to 4 control devices for processing. There it's sent off to its final destination. Even if a control device is disabled, as long as one of the other 4 is operating, the control tower will continue to function. So I think we're learning the gimmick of this dungeon. If all 4 control devices are disabled, then the condition is critical and all operations come to a halt. The Darkstone underground could also be the source of the emergency. Elevator access to the area down below will be granted during such times. Chad, he's gonna tell us later. It's fine. I guess we could try to improve our crit timing a little more. I don't need our chain to be super long, because even in the Dark Realm, we don't need this to be anywhere near max. But we'll just continue to improve deflect and chain for now. So I think we do need Roberto for a little bit, so that's why I'm not gonna sub him out right away. Generally speaking, if the game forces you to use a character, we have to eventually use them for a puzzle. So let's at least get the puzzles out of the way, and then the moment we feel the boss is there, we're gonna switch back. So I think this is where we came from. Okay, so we came from there. Okay, we got a cutscene. So this was the control tower, and we could see different colors. They did mention 4 lead to 1. I see something we have to pull with Roberto.
At the Toyokuni Research Facility in Sakai, Osaka. Here is where Mitsunari Ishida and Louis Frois were researching the Genma under Hideyoshi's orders.
I lack the key necessary to open the door. Okay, so we came from red. We're gonna have to keep that in mind. I think we need to just ride this for now, so I need him to step a little further forward. Can't seem to move this lever. There's a switch, push the switch. This is a door only Roberto can open, so I'm glad we didn't switch out. So we have foot soldiers around the corner, and they're guarding one of the points. We can see there's a treasure chest behind them. Oh, Roberto is so bad. Oh, I actually took damage there. That's unfortunate. There we go. I wanted more drive gauge, chat. We did get it. So slowly but surely we'll recover it. Oh, no. I don't want to talk to Roberto. It's fine. We don't care about what he has to say. We got Magician's Ring. Let's take a look at what that does. Increases Oni magic by 20%. Oh, speaking of which, we should be using Friendship Scarf. There we go. That explains why I was taking so much damage with the protagonist. We're gonna make him block since I missed the parry timing. Ooh, almost strong enough to kill them on his own. We'll take the extra souls. Hey, we almost filled up our Oni gauge, chat. There's stairs going, or ladder going upwards. I guess we should try going up.
Let's go.
Oh, back attack.
Stay over there.
Oh, he targeted Roberto. I thought he was gonna shoot at me. That sucked. That would have been an easy way to get life orbs. I shouldn't have brought Roberto up there, actually. That messed things up. Oh, we have a chest of some sort. Alright, so we have a 4-1. So rotating the upper left is pointless. What would rotating this grant us? I mean, we could do this one. But then blue's not... Actually, I think I want to do this one first, actually. If I do this, and then I rotate these, this almost puts it in perfect position, right? I just rotate it one more time. Yeah, there we go. That one was tricky. I almost did the wrong move. Phoenix Ring. Okay, well, let's take a look at what Phoenix Ring does. Ring imbued with the power of the Red Phoenix and increases damage against fire enemies by 50%. See, one downside about this game is I never really understood what the actual, like, types of the enemies were. Like, for example, like, I don't know what enemy type the Genma General would be. Is it just dark? Is it earth? Is it based off their armor? Because some of them have, like, green armor. Are they technically wind type? And then, like, when we fight the regular foot soldiers, what would their type be? So we came in here, and it's a dead end, so let's leave.
Let's go.
Well, actually, I don't think we dealt with the machine in here. I think I walked into it, but didn't do anything. Oh, no, I destroyed it. Oh, I must have killed it with the wind magic. So you just need to strike it with normal moves, and you can see it breaks the things down into different pieces. We'll make the protagonist block a little bit so he could get more health. Oh, what's this? Power Jewel. Interesting. This door has a special lock. The crest on the right side is missing. So it looks like maybe the boss will be here. We'll have to keep in mind this is there. Okay, so what else can we do in here?
Rest up.
Oh, okay, this rotates the room. Interesting. Let Roberto get a little bit of health back. There's a key item above us. Thank you, camera. I wonder if we'll get ambushed attempting to pick this up. Let's go for this item first. Oh, we saw that there's a couple chests in the next room. Warrior's Code could be useful for getting more items. We've now acquired the green crest. Ooh, he clipped me in a funny angle. I'm trying to encourage the other archer to actually attack us, but he's not doing it. There we go. Got some bonus health that way. So I could hear something rattling. Ooh, what a nasty room. Okay, so the infinite doesn't work on them. Got it. I keep forgetting he doesn't have an evade, and that was my fault. That was totally my fault. Ooh, rare mushrooms. Yeah, these enemies are starting to do quite a lot of damage to us. I hear something, but I don't see how we can interact with anything in this room. Am I missing something? So it sounds like it's on the floor below us, but I didn't see anything.
Go. Will do.
I'm kind of confused. I'm just gonna double check one more time. There's not like a ladder or something, right, that I'm just missing? It was like over here. No. Because it does feel like I'm missing something, but I don't see what else we could have done either. Oh, well, I guess that's it for this room. Right? Like, I can hear it, but I don't see it. Weird. Let's try using the switch again.
Rest a while. Right.
Let the protagonist heal a little more. Okay, we're in a new area. I can see a red chest. I can see a place we have to destroy. So every steel door leads to a new switch. Got a diary. Let's take a look at this. Number 8. Centuries about the chain of natural disasters rattling Japan. Natural disasters. It was 2 years ago. In the first year of Keicho's reign, a lot of strange things occurred. That mysterious glowing star appeared in the sky, followed shortly by several natural disasters. In April, there was a volcanic eruption at Mount Asama in Shinano? I think so, which resulted in countless lives lost. 3 months later, there was a large earthquake in Satsuma. It was so large there were injuries even as far as the Kinki region. Then, just 3 days later, another tremendous earthquake rocked the Kinki region, destroying Fushimi Castle and leaving an untold number dead. The earthquake triggered a large tsunami that covered Uryu Island over in Kyushu. It sank into the ocean, vanishing from the map. In the same month, Mount Asama erupted yet again. It covered the sky with ash, blocking out the sun. This has left the land dark and as cold as winter, even in the summer months. Although it has been 2 years since the disasters, they have left their scars on the land. It's a bleak and desolate place, and the strange star grows closer every day, threatening the apocalyptic end of the world. Chat's really hoping Roberto dies. Just looked at the chat again. They're like, please let him die. So we have a couple of doors here. We have a place where if we had a grapple, we could get an item. Let's check what's through this door. Oh, it's just a chest. Medicine level 3. Okay, we'll take medicine level 3.
Let's go. Will do.
Camera really doesn't want to rotate here. There we go. I thought there were enemies here earlier. Did I despawn them or something? Strange.
Wait there. Gotcha.
We have another puzzle box. Ooh. Gotta do 4 this time. Well, as we said before, anytime we can complete a bottom or a top row, we should probably start with it. So this one stood out to me the most. Let's start with this one. Then we can complete purple. Now we have blue, which is kind of in a weird spot, so I guess it's top right. And then one more rotation. Okay, that was clean. We acquired class 0 gloves. Well, I do agree Roberto has no class, but what is this item? Defense minus 20? Ew. Ew, chat, why? It's not that good. 62, that's it? Chat, I would like to point out that we have a 62 weapon, just like Roberto does, but it doesn't lower our defense. Yeah, like, what a terrible basic ability. Would never use this. Chat, what were they thinking? So I think the only place we have left is going down a floor. We have a ladder over there. Oh, we could switch to Ohatsu, maybe. Let's wait, whoa, are you kidding? Wait, are you serious? I can't use this Okay, chat, this is one of the worst ladder placements I've ever seen. We can't unfold this ladder from here. Just roll your eyes, chat. Oh my gosh, and I can't use the save point. Oh, I'm so tilted. This isn't how ladders work. Roberto, you're taller than where the ladder is. Come on, Roberto. Jeez, you're the worst. Okay, fine. We took a green crest. Missing crest served as the key and unlocked the door. I know, the ladder's right there. I don't understand. We could easily put our hands up and climb to the next floor. Wow, Onimusha. I forgot about this room. So we have some red items. So there's one on each side. So if we remember, there was a purple crest that we needed before, and now we have it. So we should be able to get to the other side now. Oh boy, chat. Oh, now this area is populated with enemies. Anyway, we had enough of that fight. Oh, did they just keep respawning? I mean, that's not a bad place to get some meter. Wait, did my fist miss them? Okay, there we go. That just seems unfair. Okay, you done, game? We'll enjoy our little bit of cash and go back up. I know, we are defeated by Tiny Door. Or excuse me, Tiny Gap. So I think we just have to rotate around again, and then we can get the purple crest, presumably? I kind of lost track of where things were, but I assume we have to at least turn further. Let's go see where this takes us. Oh, that was the switch we used to get here. Okay, this makes sense. So there's not as... Oh, so it is basically cardinal directions. That's not too bad. So now we have the crest, which we can use to go down the stairs, which we can use to get the other red item, which I don't really know what that is. Maybe it's something to deal with the lever. There's a lever we couldn't use. Yep. Yeah, game, I don't need to see this angle again. It's fine. I understand where the item is. It's fine. Now we have control door central key. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So I guess we have to go back down to the other floor just to see if there's anything we can grab. Oh, I didn't even notice the other guy in there. That explains what hit me. Again, we're just kind of choosing who blocks for a little bit. This enemy is so annoying. It's actually a pretty horrible room. It's like you have annoying projectile lists combined with a heavy damage guard breaker. I'll have Soki recover some health. There we go. So yeah, we're getting to a point in the game where our armor has fallen off completely. Like, we could be reducing damage by quite a lot per hit. I don't think it's like an exact 1-to-1, but it would definitely would have helped to have more armor at this point. So I think at this point we just go back down. We just have to rotate a bit more. So we're just gonna rotate again until we get to the switch. So we should have any keys that we need to proceed. Now we can enter the red door, which would allow us to save. So we did make progress. It would be good to not lose it via dumb deaths. Now we do need Ohatsu at some point. Maybe it's safe to use her now, because we don't need to punch any more doors. Let's go ahead and swap out. And again, if we fight really annoying enemies like we've been encountering, we should be able to deal with them pretty easily. Yeah, it's such a shame that we don't have another equipment slot, because we could just do the... Oh, no, it won't let us do that for some reason. Really? We're forced to do that? That sucks. Okay, so there's the elevator we need to exit. So we have to use Roberto going back there. Is there anything we could do in here? No. Let's just leave then. So it still thinks I need Roberto for something. That's kind of annoying. That is the exit, but we can't do anything about it yet. So sorry, Ohatsu. I did want to use you in a little bit, but apparently we still need Roberto. Also, I forgot I can't switch characters unless I'm Soki. So what did I miss? That's the real question we should be asking now. So there's something I could have done, but I'm still not able to do so. We open this door. Okay, we can open this door. Wait, is this just where the save point is? It is where the save point is. Really? Why did I have to... Why did I have to switch back to Roberto for this? I'm gonna switch to Ohatsu anyway. Shake your head, chat. Right? Like, this is what I was trying to get to. It really is just gonna make me pay to switch. What jerks, chat? Oh, that hit me in the back. That was kind of nasty. Okay, so we don't need Roberto. I'm pretty sure at this point. So I'm gonna do what I was attempting to do, and we definitely need Ohatsu to get an item. Let's bring Ohatsu back in, chat. Getting trolled by the game. We could go down that little mini flight of stairs. Or excuse me, the ladder. It's just too difficult to otherwise deal with. Look at that damage, chat. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. So right now, I think our damage is about on par with where the game thinks we should be. We're like maybe a little under. In terms of armor, we're like hilariously lower than where we should be. I know, we can't defeat the ladder, it's too strong.
All right, let's get moving.
Right.
Alright, so I unfolded the ladder. Now I'm just trying to think, where did this take us? Have we been this way before? The ladder here.
Take a break.
We'll just assume we're doing well. Hello, camera. Ooh. That finisher, though. We had enough of them, chat. So where did this put us? Is this the room we want to be in? Let's see. No. There's a red soul shrine. I mean, we'll take it. It's useless for our current challenge, but hey, post-challenge, that could be fun. So this is not the room where I need to pretend I'm Tarzan and swing across. Let's see. This room's otherwise kind of useless. Nothing else we could do here. The enemy went to charge. I went no. Oh, Hatsu, never change. Oh, did she straight up one-hit kill the weaker enemies now? That's kind of gross. Aw, I didn't quite get him with the Purify Blade. What a shame. Got the Warrior's Ring, because why not? And we'll get extra drive gauge now. Awesome, we're almost maxed. Hey, we got another medicine. Cool, we are looking pretty much in shape for any enemy at this point. So we do have to go where that dumb mushroom is. Which I think is the thing that was spawning those horrible monsters. Oh, I couldn't see how it was gonna ricochet. That sucked. Right, chat? That sucked. That hit me from behind. I thought it was gonna come back towards him, but I guess the wall was angled. Oh, we got some health orbs on Soki. Nice. This ends now, chat. Speaking of this ends now, we got another power jewel. Could she use it? She can. Awesome. More average health to recover, chat. Because that will make a difference. So I feel like she's almost capped. So Soki is now looking pretty good. I think his Oni gauge is maxed.
Right.
I'll have him pick up this gold. How are we doing gold-wise, by the way? Oh, we're almost at 6k again. Wow, okay. Then we can go ahead and just get the jewels for the next chapter pretty easily. Oh, is this the Tarzan room? I think it was.
Take a break.
Okay.
There we go. And what is here? Invention notes. I was gonna say, I don't know what is attempting to fight us, chat, But when in doubt, Ohatsu it out. Look at this. I don't want to know what was over there. No, thank you. Okay, so now I'm not really sure where to go. So there's some area we couldn't go to before. Do we need Roberto to... like, because we didn't use the key at any point. So we have to find a door to use the key. Because at no point we figured out how to get over here. We need Roberto to open that door, but how do we reach this? Was there something else we could have done in one of these rooms? I feel like we're missing a step, chat. So I'm feeling a little confused. So we didn't unlock another shortcut that would have helped us. Wow, that does so much damage. So what could I have done differently? Was there some other place I could have gone to? I'm confused because I think we need to go here. Like, I needed to have somehow climbed down the ladder at some point, but that never happened. Because I think I need to punch that door to make progress. And then I could open the shortcut here. But that never happened when we did this. So how do we go over there? Is it something like there's secret? Oh, that's why I didn't see it. We have to Tarzan across. Okay. I didn't see the pipe when we first came here. Got it. Okay. I was gonna say, I felt like we needed to come over here. But it was not clicking to me how we would do that. So that's fine. But before we do that, to unequip her again. Man, I can't wait till we have more of those. We're gonna switch allies to Roberto. I know, I should have just believed in Ohatsu. Like, when in doubt, Ohatsu's how we solve everything. I guess we could save again, but I just want to see if we can learn any new skills. Ooh, we can. Let's increase our crit. And max his deflect. That way it just gives me more time to react to the enemy in general. Oh, we can't actually save there, wrong color.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell him to follow us because we do actually need him to punch that door. We'll start by climbing this area first, though.
Stay over there. Get the souls. Right.
I love that you could just kind of jab reset him. What a nasty combo. So we destroyed the machinery there. This enemy is pretty much done. Why am I not doing the finisher? There we go. Secret medicine level 1 attained. Okay. It's a good find. Seems we found another chest. Ooh. Slightly off center, and it's in the upper right. So our goal will be to move probably this one over and then rotate this here. Does that help us, though? Because that'll line up the reds. But then we still have this red to contend with. Because there's nothing we could rotate down here, so I don't think it's a bottom move, and I don't think it's a top move. So I'm going to assume that we should just try to complete it like this. Let's start with this, so we have less of a puzzle to look at. And what else would we need to do here? If we rotated this, it would move red into position. And we have 3 more moves. That would make sense, because we have to rotate this, I think, at some point. So maybe we have to rotate this, and then that. Exactly. There we go. Figuring it out, chat. Hey, we got a new gun. What is the Krag rifle? 52 power. 1 lower than our current weapon, but what kind of gun is it? Oh, it's a piercing. And it adds 20 defense? Oh, chat, we found our ultimate safety item versus bosses. That is such a big defense increase compared to where we are now. That's actually kind of ludicrous. Earth's an okay element to have. It's not the best, but we'll take 20 defense. That's pretty silly, actually.
Let's go. Wait there.
So I think we've destroyed that. So the only thing we have left to do is punch the door. So we have a blue switch over here. Is this the control room key? It is the control room key. So we're still hearing things in this room. I hear, but I don't see. Oh, there's the ladder. All the machines have been destroyed. The elevator I found before entering the control tower complex should now be working. Okay, so we just have to go back to the entrance, and we're done. Another friendship scarf. Thank you. This was getting annoying swapping between these two things. Right, chat? I'm like, I'll take that. Actually, why am I fighting this? We don't even need to. Right, chat? I'm done. I don't have to do this. So all the lights have turned off on the different objects. I suppose we just go back the way we came here. And then we pass the mushroom and then come out the other entrance. Sure. So I believe red was where we came from. Oh, finally, chat. I think we are done with the puzzle. Now, I will let you know, chat. Just think about it this way. We have still not come across a test of valor. So we are not coming to the boss yet. What an endurance run, right, chat? We'll go ahead and switch to Ahatsu, though. Speaking of which, as entertaining as Black Inferno is, let's switch her to the Krag for 20 extra defense. So she is now by far our tankiest character. So we'll probably be playing her a lot versus any kind of upcoming boss. We might even use Secret Medicine on her next time she gets into a fight, because right now she's got max MP. But it would be kind of a waste to use.
Need a good beating?
Well, I think we found our first test of valor. I'm not sure how many are here, but we have to... Oh, 6 Genma generals? Nasty. That's gonna take a while, chat. We're gonna have to tell Ahatsu to attack. We're gonna be spamming magic a lot. But I think after they summon some people.
Come back. You're finished.
Ooh, she's taking a ton of damage. Oh, I knocked them all down. What's kind of funny is that while I'm critting and doing all that silliness with the character, I don't know if you noticed, chat, I was recovering health because I put myself on defense. So even though I was doing damage, I was at constant health regen. That's kind of a nasty little trick you could do with this game. Like right now, she's set to defense, but she could recover health. So many enemies to kill, chat. Okay, we've killed some of them at least. So still 3 more generals to go, and we have less than half a time limit left. So just for the sake of speeding this up, we will definitely use an Oni medicine here, or an Ono, yeah, I mean a secret medicine, I mean. Whew. Yeah, without enhanced weapons, this is quite a fight. Oh, he got me before I could combo. Ooh, 1 more left. I don't know if we'll have enough time, because she's not really helping me. We're gonna barely clear this, I think. Or not. Ooh. Okay, we barely cleared it, but no way we got gold. Yeah, no way. Darn, that's hard to do without enhanced weapons. But I'm glad we got through it. We'll go ahead and get that drive gauge. Yeah, we just barely cleared it. That was kind of rough. We'll do this for Soki, and we'll do a level 1 Ono Hatsu, I think. So yeah, very, very difficult to do without any enhancements. Oh hey, look how convenient this is. There's a health recovery in the next area. Sure. We'll have him recover 1 soul from that. So we can hop across here. Let's go see what that brings us. Drive medicine level 3. Okay, so we could just max out an Oni gauge. We might do that for Ohatsu, as I said before. That's not a bad strategy. She does do a lot of damage in Oni mode. So we might pop that before we go to a boss fight. We'll leave Soki's pretty high because he's able to basically tank anything. And that gives us a lot of time wailing on the boss while invincible. And he does a substantial amount of damage in general. Let's go back and save.
Let's go. Rest up.
Come on, controller, don't do that. I think we did well, given how difficult that fight was. So we're starting to see limitations on our equipment. Here's where we might consider using like maybe the Sky Sword would have been a better choice on that fight if doing the Heaven Splitter. I'm not sure. Because again, the double hitting property of the sword is very strong, but there also just comes a point where having more base attack power is better than having the AoE. I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's one of those guys. Oh, we got free invention notes. Thank you, piercing shot. You're the best. Right, chat? You're the best, piercing shot. Never change. You know, I was trying to get that drive soul from all the way across the room. Thank you. I love that I can stun lock them in the kill zone. Well, we might as well just get some free drive gauge since we're here. That'll save us a little bit of a medicine, I think. This ends now, chat. Again, I can't imagine doing this with other characters. Ohatsu's just so good. Try to get the money that's over there. And absorb souls. There we go. Synergy, chat. Ooh, okay. So, I believe we are actually getting closer to the boss. Oh, okay, I remember this area. I remember not having fun doing this in a casual playthrough. At least on the higher difficulties. There we go. I was trying to time it so we could get some of the health back that we lost. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies on the sides. Oh, hey, our crit bonus let us crit from quite a distance away. Convenient. So this room is full of, like, lots of objects that will stop us from directly reaching whatever it is that's fighting us. And there's going to be archers. And there's going to be spearmen. So we're going to fight our way to the... We're going to fight our way to the center. Forget, can he shoot through those? Oh, he can. That's also kind of annoying. So his arrows can pierce through these containers, which is something I was trying to remember. Which, as you could see, is kind of unfair, given that only Ohatsu should have that privilege. Those really should have acted as walls, though. So yeah, we're definitely going to need to heal before the boss. So we're going to go through a mini gauntlet of, I think, 3 or 4 rooms, but then we're going to reach the boss for sure. I'm not sure if there's another Test of Valor or not. But we're making some progress. And yes, chat, we will definitely Ohatsu the boss. There will be 0 respect. It's a shame, because I actually have a setup on this boss, but it doesn't work with Ohatsu. Oh. Well, that was kind of rude to put something off screen to hit me.
Take a break.
This is a hard... Oh, come on. Really? I couldn't dodge through that? Whatever. Let's just leave. Screw this room, chat.
No mercy!
No mercy, indeed. Oh, and it's one of these guys guarding the exit? We're gonna take our time, chat. No mercy. Just, chat, I'm not moving from this distance. Like, listen, I don't want to move even a few more pixels. We're fine. The game is trying to move me further from the wall, slowly but surely. But I think we'll get him before I have to do anything major. Shake your head, chat. Hey, that's worth a lot of experience. Yeah, let's leave this room. Actually, let's go back a room, because I think there should have been a chest. Or yeah, there's an item here. Okay. Drive jewel. Oh, that was so important we went back, chat. I was like, wait a minute, I felt like there were items in each of these rooms. Oh, look at that, chat. Look at that. We've almost maxed our drive jewel gauge. Look at that. We're almost max OP. Oh, look, chat, it's cute. It's a boxer. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. Well, then I will ignore you. If he's just gonna invincibility frame through me. Yeah, that wasn't pleasant. We'll just ignore these guys. As I said before, we're not gonna waste our time with this, because I remember not enjoying these rooms. Blessed Oni Eye. Oh, what is that? Is that magic damage up? Increases MP by 500. Yeah, I know. Why can't Roberto get those invincibility frames? Ridiculous. So I believe that's the last room. So whatever we do from here will lead to the boss. Let's just go real slow. Might as well get some drive gauge. Unfortunately, because we left her here, we could take this item. Got an Oni Jewel. Okay, that could be useful for her. Yeah, there we go, chat. More magic gauge. That might actually be enough for another magic usage. So we're sitting at a fantastic 10,000 gold, chat. So we could just buy any drive jewels up immediately. So again, we'll just give her more and more drive gauge. She actually has a substantial amount thanks to this area. Look at that, chat. She's almost there. We're getting even more gold. Oh, one of these guys, sure. Wow, she actually almost maxed Oni gauge, huh? Medicine level 2, we'll probably use that in a little bit. There's a save point. Actually, why don't we just reset this room? This room looked like easy souls, right, chat? I don't know. Let's not ask how Soki's doing, we're fine. So yeah, we can actually cap her Oni gauge for this boss. Huh. Nice and easy, chat, wow. Saved ourselves some drive medicine. You know, we even just got a little Oni magic back. Awesome. Even more Oni magic back. Nice. Soul medicine? Or not soul medicine. Life orbs? Sure, we'll take those. So I believe this is now the boss. So with that, chat, we're gonna open up yet another contest. And then this will be the last thing we do on the stream, I think, because we've been going at it for quite some time. We'll do another high minimum bet. What can we do from here? So she's really far away.
Let's go.
So what can we do to ensure that we can speed this process up? We've been getting a lot of medicine level 1s and level 2s. Let's use a few of those. Yeah, let's use a medicine level 2 on her. So she's at near full health. That's probably good enough. I just use one mixed medicine on us. That way we can max our health and get more MP. Oh, going straight for the 9K on the bet? Wow. Making sure he can't lose any points from Chris, apparently. So how much are you betting for? Let's see. Ooh, 5K. Kirk is going all in. He's like, no, I will get the lead. The competition is fierce. So we're gonna save. This is save number 100. Or it capped at 99. It stopped counting at some point. Cool. We'll never know, chat. So what could we do to prepare ourselves more for this fight? We got Crag, which is 20 defense. Friendship Scarf, which adds another 10 defense. So she should take not too much damage from the boss and has a decent attack power buff. Now, for the protagonist, it might make more sense to switch to the Sky Sword, but at the same time, I feel like I'm gonna just play the range game with this boss. Okay, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we need to do. So one thing I think this character does do a lot, and I'm gonna try without items, but I believe this boss is gonna poison us a lot, so not having access to antidote could actually be dangerous. We'll see. But for now, I think we're good.
Oh God, this is disgusting.
This is.
The Dark Stone.
This is it, huh?
Hideyoshi is absorbing the essence from this stone. This is where his power is coming from.
Then this room is made to send all of that power over to Hideyoshi.
Right, exactly.
Everyone, back away a little. What's that?
Not that you could do anything to it anyway.
Mitsunari!
But how did you find this place? Ah, the Westerner. You told them. I thought you were just another tame lab rat. Why do you insist on defying us?
Roberto!
The only way to destroy it is with these.
Roberto, stop!
This is why I live. This is what the power contained in my arms is for.
His arms, that light. The exercising beads are inside of the Westerner. Fine job, Luis Royce. No wonder Rosenkrantz has trouble controlling you.
Abbas, Luis Royce's destiny is now my destiny. I won't let your plan succeed.
Only humans.
Only human. Right.
The entire party's plan is just hit it till it works. It kind of is. So Roberto, we're not forced to use him, but he's technically in the fight.
You humans do not know when to stop.
Be careful, Soki. Mitsunari has Claudius's power. Claudius? He's a member of the Triumvirate, a group of Genma that oversee all the others. Be careful. So again, this character will kind of do some sneaky things. I'm expecting the fan throw to be one attack. We've seen he's got a centipede arm we have to look out for, but I think he'll also spew a lot of like toxic clouds, and we don't really have a good counter to that per se, other than I think we can absorb it from memory, because I did do this fight a couple of times.
Just give up now. Just give up now.
Yeah, see, I got poison there, which kind of sucks. This is why this fight might be hard. Oh, come on. Seriously? 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 Am I stun locked in the corner? Am I literally gonna game over right here? Oh my gosh, please stop.
Can you wait over? Please handle the phone.
Well, I definitely got cheese, chat. Whoa, that did a ton of damage. What a nasty fight, chat.
Here we go. Here we go. You humans do not know when to stop.
Not having powered up vacuum could be a problem. You see that? I was blocking that, but I still took damage from that. That sucked.
You humans do not know when to stop.
This could be a big problem. Fortunately, we do have revives with the different characters. Yeah, that's not blockable. So if we enter Oni mode, we can deal with this. I'd really prefer not to enter Oni mode this early, though. Yeah, this is kind of bad. I'm trying to reduce how much health we're losing by putting him in guard, but this is really bad. What is he doing? He threw his fan, I guess? Oh.
You humans do not know when to stop. Your time has come. Here we go.
Yeah, this is gonna be close with this challenge. Just look at that, we're at one yeah. We're basically at 1 health the whole time. If I get hit at all, I'll just die. Speaking of which.
We go. Do you think you can beat me? Your time has come.
We both got hit.
Just give up now.
We can actually crit him when he throws the orb. It's just a little tricky. Like, this is another boss I can technically crit, because he's got a pretty big crit window. But at the same time, I have to get close, which is a little easier said than done. So fortunately, we have the Enryu to make this a little easier.
Just give up now.
Oh, we got tagged.
You humans cannot know when to stop.
So we are actually... Oh, I finally got hit, but that's okay. We got Oni mode. Is he really gonna go invincible the only time we would be able to stop this attack? This sucks. This actually sucks. This is the worst Oni mode, because we can't do anything. Oh, and she's dead, which also really sucks.
You humans do not know when to stop. Your time has come.
Ohatsu is unfortunately dead, so we're gonna have to play very defensive in a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go. Just give up now.
Stop that.
Here we go. Your time has come.
Oh my gosh, there we go. Brutal, chat. What a brutal fight.
I suppose I was at a disadvantage with this body. Well, this one was almost used up anyway. Your little victory has had no effect on our overall plan.
Your plan? I have a few questions about your little plan, Mitsunari. Or should I say Claudius?
Oh, to think my real name is being used by a mere human. You are not as foolish as I first thought. You are starting to see things as they really
Enough
are.
empty praise! Answer me!
Fine. This land is filling with darkness, and when the Genmar trees blossom, our god will descend from the star. Humanity will be no more, and a new world under the Genmar will begin. Yes, our destiny is to revive the Genmar god of light. Everything is going according to plan.
The cherry trees, the festival, the dark stones, the foreign war. All of it is your doing?
Of course. Never underestimate the awesome power of the Genmar.
Consider your plan scrapped!
Interesting. Well, go ahead and stop me. Show me what one black Oni can do alone. So little time remains until the descent of the light. I have been looking forward to it.
Claudius, you don't seem to get it. I'm not just one black Oni alone.
So chat, you want to know what the most upsetting thing about this chapter is, other than the length of the stage? Still didn't get Tenkai. Seriously, the game, I think the developers knew Tenkai was like really overpowered. So they just said, you know what? You're not allowed to be in like any stage. So unfortunately, chat, I am now recalling when we get Tenkai, and it is 1000% the next stage, but we're going to be doing another boss refight. And this boss refight is I'm pretty sure is a 1v1, and it is against one of the most annoying bosses in the game. And that's going to be fun to solo fight with that. We might have to break our no item challenge so that this doesn't take an hour. We'll try it once, but we'll be fighting somebody with insane super armor, guard breaks, combo breaks, small arena. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be a nasty fight. I think this upcoming fight for me, from the casual standpoint, if you had been leveling your armor and your weapons the whole time, I feel like this fight was not bad in the casual fight because you could just antidote and you could remove pretty much all of his source of damage. But in terms of casual fights, I'm pretty sure this upcoming fight I honestly found harder than the boss rush at the end of the game. Like, the only part I think I had trouble with was like the final boss in the casual run at that point. But this upcoming boss, I remember being nasty. So doing this without upgraded gear, I'm ready to get one shot and die at some point, chat. That's gonna be fun.
We were justified in going to the research facility. We got our hands on a lot of useful information.
Right! I'm dying to hear! Tell us what you learned.
Yes. First, the ones behind the Genma, the Omen Star, the Descent of the Light, and the Genma Mother Tree.
Ones? Guess that means it isn't Hideyoshi after all.
No. The ones behind it all are the Triumvirate. Claudius, Rosencrantz, and Ophelia.
Claudius, Rosencrantz, and Ophelia.
The Triumvirate are doing all of this to bring their God of Light back and replace the world of man with the world of Genma.
So then, what is Hideyoshi?
Hideyoshi is probably just being used by the Triumvirate as the vessel for the Light's descent.
The vessel?
The flesh and blood body their god needs in order to awaken.
I get it. So they're just going to put the God of Light into Hideyoshi when the time comes.
And his power is merely a side effect of being a vessel for the light.
The timing was just right for them. Just when Hideyoshi was trying to discover how to use the Genma to rule the world, the Triumvirate approached him using the research that was under Mitsunari's lead. Claudius lies within Mitsunari, and Rosencrantz is possessing Papa, Luis Royce.
Roberto mentioned Luis's sudden transformation, but now we know that was because a Genma was controlling him. That being said, though, Mitsunari doesn't seem to be suffering any strange effects. Does that mean he wasn't possessed so much as in league with them?
Mitsunari Ishida not only brought the Genma back, but sold his soul to them. What an ass.
He's shaking real hard, chat.
I would say that Mitsunari and Claudius are in league as well, but I doubt that will last. At some point, Claudius will consume Mitsunari's soul entirely.
And the other one?
Ophelia is the one I'm not sure about, but I have no doubt she is somewhere close to Hideyoshi.
How about the Dark Stones? What do they do?
They're feeding the God of Light, if that makes sense. By the God of Light, I mean the vessel for its coming, Hideyoshi. The Dark Stones absorb the essence from the Genma trees and the Mother Tree. With time, the stones bring the large red star that the soul of the light inhabits closer and closer to this world.
So, as long as we destroy the Dark Stones and Hideyoshi, we should be able to prevent the light's descent.
Theoretically.
Well, Roberto took care of the Dark Stones for us.
Not quite. Remember the other one I mentioned? There is another one just like the one we destroyed in the Toyokuni Research Facility in Shimabara, Kyushu.
Kyushu's quite far from here.
There's not much choice. If we don't destroy it, the star will be guided to our world, and bring with it our annihilation when the light takes control of Hideyoshi. That is what Claudius is planning.
We can't let them get away with it.
Shimabara, huh?
Okay, so we're gonna hold the dialogue, I think, for next time. But what we could do in the meantime is look at the shop. Because we got a ton of cash, chat.
What'll it be?
What'll it be? I was gonna say, this is an interesting weapon for 60 attack, but then it has no magic. These gloves are technically stronger than what he's using, but I have no reason to switch to them. So now we can just purchase Gems of Valor. So if we had, I guess if we had 2 characters, we could get a second Gem of Valor, and if we had multiple slots, they could have the 10% bonus experience, and then they can unlock a slot for another 20% bonus experience. So let's go ahead and purchase each of the jewels. So we're actually done in terms of purchasing things, which is kind of nice. Now let's see, can we... Oh, we could definitely use the drive gauge for Soki. So I think he's actually capped, chat, so he's done. He will have the longest drive mode in the game. We'll probably feed more drive mode to Ohatsu because her special is extremely useful. It's extremely damaging and pretty cheap. So Ohatsu will get slightly more health, slightly more meter. So I think she's now capped. I don't think we could give her any more. So at this point going forward, we'll be getting some additional jewels. They'll probably just go to Tenkai. So we might as well take advantage of those stat bonuses. Now, we're level 54, the max level is 99. We're doing okay in terms of stats. So many friendship scarves. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we should consider before we go further. I mean, even though technically we would have done more damage with the head splitter, I feel like it was really dangerous to put ourselves in a state where we do the slow swing on that boss just because of all the poison damage, reducing our health to 1, and the fact that there's so many hitboxes. So the fact that I only died with one character once was kind of good, because as you can see, we could be in trouble. If the AI dies, then they don't activate the drive mode automatically. Which is, I guess, both a good and a bad thing, because I usually don't like it when the AI has it. But obviously then, if my drive mode ends, and then I need a backup character, if the AI's dead, there's not much I could do. So I don't think there's anything else I want to touch in terms of items. I do feel like this armor on the gun really helped carry us. We might end up using this in the future. This weapon is not really useful from the attack wave perspective, but I like it that it's a 5-hit combo weapon more than anything else, and that does make that character a lot more fun to play. But I think for now, chat, I think we've made good progress. We'll talk to all the NPCs next time. Let's see, did we unlock the ability to do anything more? I guess I could have him absorb more, because he's the only character we will probably absorb souls with. We'll improve crit, I suppose. Again, I don't really need her to do anything in particular. Use the kickback effect of the gun to leap backwards. I don't think I used that ability either. Let's see, her chain is already really good. Let's just get her crit slightly higher. I guess I can improve their evade. Just to make life a little easier for me. I don't know if this impacts damage. I'm assuming it just adds frames to when I can crit, because I feel like Soki, it felt like I was able to crit from a further distance, or at least it was more lenient in it. We'll keep it in mind. So we're going to overwrite all of this. So we're actually getting extremely close to the end of the game, and then we might cancel the challenge to clear the 100 floor. I don't think we could, as I said before, I don't think we could clear the 100 floor without increasing armor. I feel like that's just way too hard. We would have to burn so many different items in order to do so. I don't think it would be worth trying. So we're now entering, what was it, stage 13? I was paying attention just then. And there are 17 stages total. So we only have, what, 5 stages left? Yeah, 5 stages. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. Maybe in 2 sessions we'll be done with the core game. Although I have a feeling we're probably going to need to level a bit more. So we'll say 3 sessions is pretty safe. Because we should probably backtrack to get some of those other items. Yeah, we are nearly done with the game. And then keep in mind, this is with the challenge run. We've gotten this far in about 18 hours with the challenge run, which I think is pretty good. So I think for now, we should conclude the stream. So next time, we're going to be fighting what I would consider from a normal gameplay standpoint, one of the harder bosses in the game. And also on top of that, we are going to be entering one of the most annoying puzzles in this entire game, because I remember specifically this level for taking so long to do the puzzle. Ugh. Chat, you're gonna have to help me, I think, with it. We'll write it as we go along. I don't know if it's randomly generated or not, but we're basically gonna have to memorize a series of numbers, and in order to do so, we're going to have to look at all these different buildings and look at all these different images and count all the different things in order to make progress. It's going to be so brutal. And I think we're actually going to finally start coming across puzzle boxes that require 6 moves. So it's definitely going to be a step up in terms of the puzzle difficulty. But yeah, I'm expecting some really horrible puzzles. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. So I'm just trying to think about what would be next. So they mentioned Ophelia. We haven't formally met Ophelia yet, but technically we've seen the form Ophelia has taken at this point in the game. But we'll be fighting Ophelia at some point. As I said before, we have one of the more annoying boss fights coming up. The boss rush is the final stage. I'm just trying to think, what else is there in terms of boss fights? We might have another rematch with Mitsunari, maybe. Oh, we need to do a refight, I think, with what's his name, Munenori. I think we get one more generic refight against each of the opponents, except for Luis Frois, I think. Because the game has some mercy on you. Yeah, I don't think we have another rematch with him. So at that point, we just have mostly boss refights. I don't think there's going to be any new unique bosses at this point other than Ophelia, because we haven't fought any form of Ophelia yet. And then finally, the end of the game will be a boss rush against all of the big bads, including Hideyoshi, and including the final boss, and including the final boss's other forms. So it is gonna go. It's gonna go full Rogue Galaxy. Just letting you know, it's gonna be quite a gauntlet. So we're gonna make sure that we're gonna do our best to make sure our people are decently statted, because they have to be able to win 1v1 against every single boss that we have fought up to this point. So no partner mechanic to restore health, no healing really in between. So I think that's also another scenario where I really doubt I could do it without items, with the exception of maybe Tenkai's boss, maybe Ohatsu's. More so Tenkai. I feel more confident about Tenkai. If we get the crit with the setup that I plan on doing, then it should be fairly easy. But at the same time, I acknowledge that we have to beat Jubei's boss, which will be pretty hard, and then Roberto's boss. And you saw how terrible Luis Frois was. I hope you're ready for an even worse form for Roberto. I hope you're ready, chat. Like, that form is gonna make me cry, I have a feeling. Because every time I replay the game, I was like, man, this boss fight sucks. It sucks so much. There's so much invulnerability for you. It's like, why? Oh boy. So we're gonna have to adjust to the new gimmick when we get to it, but there is gonna be no hard counter for us, chat. We're just gonna have to suffer, unfortunately. I think the Hideyoshi refight is also fairly challenging. I'm just thinking it from a pattern standpoint and damage standpoint, he's pretty high. Ohatsu, I'm not so much concerned that she can't beat the boss, but it's more that the boss is meant to be able to deal with Ohatsu's nonsense, so we can't just cheese kill the boss. The boss will actually stop us, chat. We have to actually play Ohatsu legitimately, which just seems like blasphemy, to be honest. And then as I said before, the true final boss is gonna be something else. We'll see. Hopefully we can still beat the game with the challenge, and then we can celebrate. Because normally how I beat this upcoming boss is I use Soki's level 50 weapon and I max it. And we will not be able to do that because I don't even know if we can make it to the floor 50 of Soki's challenge room. So we'll see. Technically, if I want to get more jewels for stat increases, I should at least go up to floor 20 with each of the characters, because I could get a few different life jewels here and there for the different characters. And then on top of that, in general, we'll get more medicine. So if we need to brute force it with medicine, I think we could still do the challenge. But for now, I'd just like to... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize somebody joined in between streams because I didn't hear a notification when we started. So I'm presuming they followed before we started this stream. So I'd like to thank Doc Jam for following. According to this, they followed... Oh yeah, definitely between streams. So thank you again for following. So I guess the only other thing I want to mention before I sign off, I think, is that I have planned for an early bonus stream on my birthday coming up on Thursday in the morning, just to do some Etrian Mystery Dungeon. It will not run super long, because I know some people, especially I think Chris in particular, might be looking to sleep in between the two streams. So I'll make sure that one doesn't go too long. And for people that still want to see it, I think the focus for the stream will end up being more of the solo play, because we have a lot of quests that say like do kill X enemies with a solo character. Some sleep would be nice. But depending on how it goes, we'll either do Etrian again at the end of the night after Castlevania, if the chat does not want to do another Castlevania run, or potentially Friday. I could still do another Friday stream at this time, our normal Thursday stream hours, but on Friday as a special one-off. I have everything set up for Tales of Destiny to see if we could beat the tower, but I think it's pretty safe to say that we will be basically concluding Tales of Destiny by the weekend. Because at this point, we literally only have the tower and the final dungeon, so I think we'll formally switch over to Etrian on the weekends. But I figure it'd give a chance for us to get some challenges out of the way, where we don't really advance story, we're not really advancing anything in particular. So for people that aren't able to make it, we shouldn't go too far in terms of plot. Like, we might do one more stage just to unlock the giant enemies. But in terms of plot, I don't expect too much else. Probably just one more stage worth. So if you do miss it, not a big deal. But we'll be looking to, I think, round out our party on the Thursday stream. There's some people that have watched that I could probably name some of the other characters with, and I did reach out to a couple of them for the ones that I do know outside of the stream. And we'll incorporate them, so that way we don't have any randomly generated names. And I think going forward, I'll try to have a small list of people that do watch, but haven't volunteered or haven't been able to make the stream, I would also say more accurately. So in any event, I'd just like to thank you all for joining. I'm surprised the bosses went pretty well today, actually. Given how, like, gimmick intensive some of these bosses were. Feeling pretty good, chat. Feeling pretty good. That got pretty close with Mitsunari, though. I'm sure chat saw me go down to 1 health with, like, oh boy, I just have to not get hit for, like, 5 minutes. And I actually only got 1 real hit on me the whole time. I mean, I stepped on the fire, but it was just silly. Yeah, I got really unlucky in the beginning because he put all the flames around me and I got stun locked onto the flame. And then our partner got possessed. And then I got stun locked again. I'm like, oh my gosh, just let me have a turn. So that could have been a really dumb game over. That would have been one of the dumbest game overs if I died to that. But other than that, yeah, I think it went pretty solid. We even cleared a couple of Test of Valors despite not having super great equipment. Because again, keep in mind, we could have doubled the damage that we've been doing. So all of these challenges would be super, super easy in comparison. And also keep in mind too, we still don't have access to any level 3 magic, and we will not for the remainder of the challenge. And that would be something that we could use to just screen wipe those Genma generals, because the damage it deals is just completely off the charts. We have to keep in mind, chat, that not only can you go to level 3, so level 1 already by itself does like a quarter of their health, maybe a third. Level 2 would do about double, level 3 would do about double of the level 1, but then your partner can join in and extend how much damage the level 3 magic does. And that right there is basically a room clear every single time. I don't care what enemy you're fighting, they will probably die to that every single time. If you do the co-op attack, that is. And as long as your weapons aren't completely basic, which just one-shot the whole room. So yeah, so I would definitely say from a standpoint if people were interested in the game, but obviously it looks kind of difficult because of the challenge we're coming into. I will state that it is fairly lenient, and it is kind of nice. So if people find other means of playing the game, I would say it's still worth playing. In particular, it would be kind of interesting if this were to be, let's say, emulated at some point. That I think Parsec would be a lot of fun with co-op with that game. So that could be something that we could do with like the private hours. But if nothing else, I still have that device that connects the PS3 to it in general. And also, I managed to get a flash drive, so if for whatever reason that does open up in the future, I can very easily transfer data from the PS3 to the PC in order to continue those kinds of games. So that is kind of a nice thing. But I guess the only other thing I want to say before the birthday stream in general is that I did make a lot of different randomized seeds in case we do want to do multiple runs in a row. I'll explain more of the rules and kind of the expectations as we go along, and I'll try to give the game a formal intro before we go too deep into it. But in general, I'm kind of keeping the difficulty low at first because I'm not sure how hard it'll be to do a randomized seed. So we'll see. If it feels too easy, we can always do a more challenging one, I guess is what I'm getting at. So we could put different parameters in there. One thing I wanted to make sure that when we did it is I kind of wish this wasn't in the basic randomizer, just kind of a side tangent, but I don't like the fact that the music is randomized because I actually like the music in the different areas. So we're going to be playing a couple of preset seeds where I just toggled that off and just kind of did things like that. Yeah, because sometimes it's like I don't really want to hear boss music when I'm just in like a hallway. I just find that really weird. I don't care if some of like the area music is different, but when it does like boss music, as I said before, in like a hallway, or it's like I hear like the Dracula throne room theme and I'm in like the underground caverns, I just find that kind of off-putting, honestly. But I think in the future, if the chat does end up liking the randomizer, going forward, I'd already expressed interest a few months ago, but I never really followed up on it. We might end up doing like one Friday a month to just kind of do like the chat selected game, and or we would replace a weekend session just to do a chosen game. And I would say Castlevania, if it goes well with the randomizer, we could end up doing it again. Yeah, just to do a little more variety. I definitely don't want to make it a series kind of thing. I just want to make sure whatever we do could be more or less finished in one stream, or at least we could get pretty far and, we could pause or something. No RPGs in that slot. Just only action games or trolley puzzle things or things like that. Yeah, we won't suddenly be doing like Tales of Thesteria again or anything. We have to maintain some sanity. So in any case, I think that is all I have in terms of updates. I did update the Twitch calendar itself so that way people can view the birthday stream stuff. And we plan on doing at least 2 streams. As I said one before in the beginning, kind of early morning. It would be around, I don't know if I stated the time, but it would be like how we do our Saturday, Sunday times at 9:30 a.m. and we'll stop sometime around lunch. And then we'll be resuming normal stream time for Castlevania at 7:30. So hopefully the chat will have a lot of fun with that. And if not, we just have more Etrian to play. We have all these backups, chat. So it looks like we have a lot more venues of systems that we can play based off of things I tested. So definitely in the future for things like if we do the Friday stream, if we just wanted to do a quick NES showcase of a game, and the chat could decide if they want to see that in the next game we end up playing or something like that. Or if we end up doing more co-op, we'll see how it goes. I think at some point I'll end up playing privately. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, but Streets of Rage 4, when the DLC comes out, I will probably be purchasing it full price. So I do love Streets of Rage. That could be something fun to co-op with. Maybe we even get Kirk going in with the co-op. We'll see. I think Kirk had a decent time when we were playing it. As long as I don't put it on like the hardest difficulty, I think everything will be okay. So other than that, I'd just like to say thank you all for joining. Hopefully you are looking forward to the big birthday event coming up on Thursday. I'm not sure if it'll be a tradition going forward, but I figured I'd try something else different to see how it would go and kind of feel from there what we might end up doing in the future. And, it lets us play different things that I probably normally wouldn't stream. As I said before, like I thought about playing Castlevania, but I was like, I don't know about the base game. It's like it's okay. I mean, from the base gameplay standpoint, but I feel like the chaos mode and the randomizer add just enough for people that have seen it before. Because again, I feel that's a pretty common game. But even if people haven't seen it, there's more of a draw to it than watching a Castlevania. So for now, I just like to say again, thank you all for joining. I appreciate the support, and hopefully, I will see you during one of the sessions Thursday / next time.